here go my thing with him. Regardless of whether Katie, if you see the text message that the young lady said that she didn't see him get on the boat, she still said that he left her to get on the boat. So which one is it? Did she text them and say, or I didn't see, or how you see a text saying that she's saying she didn't see him getting on the boat? All she's saying is that the boy said he left me and went and got on the boat. She never said in the first place that she seen him get on the boat. All she said is that he left me to go back with his friends to get on the boat. You know what I'm saying? So if you seen him at 3 o'clock and he walked off somewhere with Katie, and after he left Katie, they could have been somewhere secluded. Of course, she's not going to see him go back to his homies if they somewhere doing some shit they ain't got no business doing, or if they somewhere doing some shit where they want to be alone. You feel me? He like, oh shit, I got to get up out of here, whatever the case may be, or whatever. And how did he even know the time to be like, okay, well, I got to go, I got to get the fuck off. You see what I'm saying? If he didn't have his phone, if they weren't around him, and they weren't communicating, I'm sorry, what gave him the wherewithal to be like, oh, let me go back to my friends?
Because he knew time was about to be up and we got to get the fuck on.
See, but time wasn't finna be up because, again, they say they left early. If that bilge pump or whatever accident that happened with him hadn't happened, they would have probably still been there.
That's the throw off. That's probably the throw off. They want to talk about an altercation and motherfuckers is taking motherfucking heat for the altercation. Like, man, no, man. Like, y'all, everybody got to be in on it. It's too much confusion. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's just too much. It's like, come on. We know. All right, fuck it. Put everything aside. We know they know something. If they ain't kill nobody, those bitch ass motherfuckers know something. They have to. Maybe the captain of the boat did it. Like, who knows? It was Colonel Mustard with the candlestick. Y'all played Clue before?
Yeah, who the fuck? Yeah. Well, I do think somebody knows something. And again, if this was all over a young, and I don't want to say it was over a young lady. It could have been over anything. Anything could happen. But that's the narrative that they paint, and I do think that they're coming up with all these things. Because what if Bart never was really involved in it? What if Bart got there and this shit had already happened? What if motherfucker yelled out Bart's name to try to implement Bart? You feel me? Maybe that's why he going so hard. Maybe them other boys did it, or maybe Bart was like, "Well, I'm 21. Let me, do certain things and walk the band to try to help you guys." And he put himself in a fucked up situation because these is his friends. You feel me? And maybe he thought he wouldn't get a lot of heat because he is sponsored by ESPN, because because his father is a big wig, because he is potentially going to the NBA. Maybe he was like, well, let me do this so, you know what I'm saying, y'all won't get in trouble and they're gonna sweep this under the rug with me. I'm not saying that this is true. I'm just saying or they could have baited him. We just don't know.
Because I believe it's essential casting. These motherfuckers might be crisis actors. Like, who knows? And the real motherfucking corporate, we'll never know. It's probably the goddamn motherfucking judge. Who knows? It might be on a get out scenario. Like, yeah, we want his motherfucking lungs. That nigga has some good ass lungs, y'all.
Could be, but we don't know. But this always the Tatum guy, man. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yours
I understand
is more
where he's coming
logical. I like yours. Me, like, I'm just talking shit, but yours is more logical.
I try to be as logical or as devil advocate or pessimistic or optimistic as I can. And again, like I told people the other day, I try to come at this from all angles, regardless of if I cut this, live off and I go sit within myself and I say, okay, well, they killed him. You feel me? But when I'm presenting it, and I'm not saying that's what I do, I'm just saying if I do, but I try to always look at any, individual outcome when it comes to this situation. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? To try to understand, what's going on. Random Australian, what's up, my boy?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, did you do some research on the Nolan Wells?
A little bit.
Okay, all right. Now, because I wasn't trying to be rude to you yesterday.
You should have did a lot. Fuck a little bit. No. There is no little bit.
No, I was just talking about, he in Australia, so he don't get everything that we
Shout
get.
Out to Australia, mate. Motherfucker, put your prime minister hand on me, mate. Fuck those motherfucking governments over there. Sorry about that. You guys had to get it out because the motherfuckers bent over for the motherfucking COVID and shit. And
and we gonna need you to be a little bit more
and plus
calm if you
Crocodile
gonna
done
lead this revolution, my boy.
leave the revolution.
Look, we gonna need you to be a little bit more calm if you're gonna be leading this revolution. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, damn.
I'm like Dennis Leary from the motherfucking Demolition Man. I ain't here to lead nobody. I just do shit and people follow. Dennis Leary, Demolition Man. Let's go.
Okay, but we said the original version of one of those dudes gave was saying that he had texted Katie, Kaylee or whatever her name is, to ask about Nolan, and she said he had left her to go back with them. Another text telling him she thought Nolan was QTE. What the hell was? Oh, was cute. Okay,
cutie. Okay. Yeah, because he the only black guy there. Like, look at this guy.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. But
he about to get black.
You know, but this Tatum dude, man, like for him to be an ex-police officer, like and like my brother said yesterday, man, you know, detective cops and beat cops ask two different types of questions, but I get it, and they get two different formal types of training, but they still get base training, which is the same. They still go through psych evals and evals and shit like that, bro. Like, and they do a line of questioning, man, bro. They know how to. He didn't even like, bro. How are you a police officer and you're just saying any of these things? Because, like I say, I guarantee if them boys was black, I wouldn't give a fuck if everybody mama was a judge. They'd be locked up right now.
Yeah, right now. And they would have got this case over within 3 or 4 weeks, if not less, probably 3 or 4 days. Open and shut the case, Johnson.
And I just honestly believe that. And I'm not saying that to be racist or to say that I'm a racist or to say, it's just the way the world works right now. You feel me? And I'm gonna be the first to say it's not necessarily their fault, because I do give us some of the blame with the mistreatment and with the lack of understanding. Now, because I want to excuse a lot of things, because, you know, we're going to go through slavery. People going to say this, people going to say that. I get that. I understand that. And I'm not negating that fact. But
blame. They came across the water and came over here and took over this bitch. Fuck that. We ain't go across the world conquering shit. They went across the world conquering shit.
But that's fuck history, that. Bro. That shit's been done all throughout history, though, bro. We can't negate or separate that fact. This has been done all throughout history. It don't matter whether it was a white man, a black man, an Asian man, a Mexican man, a brown man, a yellow man.
But
conquering,
to conquer and fuck over people's resources. No, we didn't. Like these motherfuckers said, we can conquer this, that, let's get everything. And then force Christianity on the motherfucker.
I mean, I can't say I'm mad at them. I mean, you know, I mean, I wasn't one of the ones that got the Christianity forced on them, and I don't necessarily believe or represent it now. But again, like I say, bro, this shit's been going on since the beginning of time, man, and we got to understand these things, bro. So a lot of times when we sit there and talk about racism and a lot of the shit that go on, but bro, we perpetuate a lot of this shit. Look how we act out, and just, bro. And don't get me wrong, I can't speak to nobody else ethnicity or communities or culture. You feel me? Because I know they fucked up too. But look at the way we're projected. Look at the way we're visualized. Look at the narrative that's painted and pushed towards us. Look how we're viewed out here in society versus anyone else. And I'm not saying that it's the truth, but we don't help the fact. Like, bro, when I go on social media and I scroll, bro, you should see the bullshit that I see, bro.
Oh, yes. Like, but we had a great living. And you know what they did to our Black Wall Streets? They birthed us out, flooded us out. Then 30, 40 years later, we come out with the Black Panthers. Like, fuck it, we can't have no Black Wall Street. Let's at least protect our people. And they infiltrated and killed us then. Now, black people are scared to fucking fight.
It's not my fault. Yeah, I mean,
like
you're good.
Shit. Yes. They did us out the fucking house in the 70s after they shut down our factories, forced the women to go on welfare. Well, some of them chose the motherfucker had daddy government to lead. And then what else can a black man fucking do but motherfucking sell drugs and risk our life? It's like
go to
shit.
school. No, like, go to school. Go to school. Get a job. not get into the gangs, not be scared to tell your parents that people are fucking with you while you walking out here in the streets instead
Yeah,
of
we
keeping
did that shit
it's a
too.
lot of
And
things.
then you know what? We still can't get a fucking job. It's like, goddamn, like we really gotta
Bro,
truly
I
bend
know brothers
over
been in jail.
and kiss
I know
ass to
brothers,
really fucking make it. Like,
that's not
fuck that
everybody.
shit.
But that's not everybody, bro. You feel me? And I'm not saying that you're
They took
wrong, right?
away trades out of schools. It's like we
Okay.
can't have the skills to pay the fucking bills no more.
I
We
mean,
really got to
niggas, yeah,
motherfucking really truly do some entrepreneur shit
because
and really
they
kick on goddamn
but
door.
see, here we go. I don't think they took trades out of school to stop black folks. I think they took trades out of school to put people in debt, not just black people. It's about financial gain. It's about
Oh
capitalism. A lot of these
yeah, that's number
things,
two. Because
a
like,
lot of these,
yeah, because like that's how the feminism shit started. It was like, fuck it,
you know
we
what
need to
I'm
tax
tell
the
you, a lot of
bitches.
these roles that we want to
You're right.
attribute to
You're right.
racism,
I give you that.
a lot
You're
of
right. You're right.
a lot of these roles that we want to contribute or attribute to racism is all about capitalism. It's all about money. It's all about a gain. It's not necessarily about a disdain or a dislike for an individual with melanin. Now, some people, in some cases, it is, but I just think it's deep. It's gotta be deeper than I just don't like a black, white, yellow, Asian, Mexican. It's gotta be deeper than that, bro. You feel me?
It
And I
is,
think
dude. It's about power and conquering motherfuckers. Mind you, let's
mm,
go back to the source. We would not be going through this if they didn't colonize this goddamn land. That's the source. Like, fuck the bullshit. Them niggas tricked the Chinese out the gunpowder and came over here and blast our ass. If we had firepower to fight back, it would be right now. We'll be chilling, smoking a pea pipe. Let's keep it
potentially,
1,000.
I mean, maybe not, because again, you got to think about it. We had no way to manufacture these guns. We had no way to get this powder. So if they coming over here going to war and they doing these things to us, like eventually we'd have lost anyway, right? Because we're not producing. We don't have these things. We
Haiti
don't have this.
won. Haiti won they shit. We could have
That's what
motherfucking pulled off some shit like that.
that's the story that they try to get y'all to try to fool motherfuckers into thinking that they got some type of independence when they really don't, because Haiti is still colonized. And I'm finna give y'all a
You
story about
already
y'all.
know. And they still getting hit with motherfucking weather dominated shit. Yes. But I think it's only because they motherfucking won. It's like, fuck it, nigga. Them motherfuckers ain't gonna beat us again. We gonna fuck them up. Yeah, you're right. But
I
like
don't
at the
think more.
same time, we had motherfucking power because like we believed in nature. These motherfuckers is trying to destroy nature and they're doing shit to corrupt and they're creating shit that we can't motherfucking defend against. It's like, man, picture the motherfucker got hit with the first bullet. It's like, oh shit, our magic ain't working, y'all. It's like, yo, these motherfuckers, yo, gunpowder is supposed to be for fireworks, not for blasting us and conquering lands. It's like, fuck this bullshit. And plus, we cannot coexist with evil. We cannot do it. It's like, why? Why do we gotta have this? Fuck it, revolution.
I mean, do you think everything is gonna be all good? Because even once you have a revolution, like it's still gonna be problems are not gonna go nowhere, bro. Like murder.
Hell no, it ain't gonna go nowhere. But you can stump this shit out whenever it rise up. It's like someone gotta be willing to be the one that pulls the trigger. That's it.
Revolution will not be televised. It will be live. Do 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 do.
Random, what the hell is you talking about? What you say?
That's
that song. Was that song. Yeah, that's that song.
What song?
I don't know what it's called. The Revolution
will not be televised. I forgot who sang it again.
Okay. The revolution will not be televised. Okay. But it will be though. Most definitely, the revolution, if it happens like that, it will be televised. I think it will be a televised multimedia event. And I don't think it's going to go well for either party or any party that's involved in that. I don't think a revolution is actually the solution to the problem. It can be. It is
a solution to the problem because it ain't no political solution. They create these laws, rules, regulations, and they don't do nothing but hinder us. The only thing we need is a revolution because the only thing these motherfuckers respect is power. And plus, they probably looking for a challenge. Let's give it to them. And plus, they're really trying to trigger this shit anyway, so they can trigger the martial law so Trump can stay in power with the emergency powers and shit to make him the motherfucking king of the world. Let's dance. Let's fucking dance.
Honestly, I
Because
don't
at
think
the end of
that's
the day, that's the only thing we haven't done yet. Protesting got us nowhere, but locked up, bit by dogs, shot with fire hose and tear gas. We in the modern day age, we're still going through the same fucking shit. Let's fight. And plus, I'm looking around.
The
The
thing is,
only
though,
people that I'm seeing that's standing up for revolution like me is black women. It's
the
like,
thing is,
yo,
though,
where the
like
man
you're
at?
saying, you were saying before that they got the gunpowder and they got the guns and that, but see that strategy is now changed. It's about drones and computers and internet. They got so much
Yeah, and it's
like
called
technology
Hack the
that they'll
Planet.
kick
You
up.
better watch the motherfucking movie Hackers and
Okay, that's
Antitrust.
true.
We already know the game.
All
Let's
right, that's
get
good.
it.
That's
Let's dance. Niggas are
good.
scared of revolution.
What is this? AJ Cotronio says, Cotronio, I probably butchered the name. I apologize. He said, boils down to ongoing investigation, possibly put in a trial, and tons of online wannabes wagging their tongues with no evidence and pure gossip. Thanks for Golden Wing Spirit that says, thankfully, I didn't poop hard turbo crapping in my pants. Wow. Hey man, Golden, make sure you hit that like button, man, and sub up to me. I appreciate that, man. He say, what did he say? He said RC Gen, I just searched racket Nazi world order. He said, what he says, Nazi symbol bullshit order USA Inc. Okay. All right, that's a little deep for me.
There's a corporation, and I promote hostile takeover. Fuck, we don't gotta say revolution. We'll say hostile takeover, because America is a corporation.
He said, and AJ says, okay, that may be true, but how is your crap not fulfillment of that wish? You're either a peacemaker or a rapper or rabble rouser. So basically, what he's saying is, AJ, like peace, it ain't no peace. If we sit here and do nothing and we continue to let things be the way it is, we see it ain't no peace. So if I come and I revolt and I have a revolution and I'm trying to bring peace or trying to bring solutions to my people, whether it's separating or whether it's going to war, battle, whatever you want to call it, at least I know that hopefully, see, and then you gotta understand, like, because you don't know if you're gonna win this revolution. So we hoping or he banking on the fact that we
Don't
win this
matter. We gotta die. The whole goal is the fear of death. We gotta get over the fear of death. That's it.
Yeah, but you gotta have a plan though, bro. We just can't send everybody out here to motherfucking war.
I know proper preparation prevents poor performance. I know, but at the same time, we gotta know that we might die. And we understand that fact and we good.
I mean, well, people should understand and know that regardless, because we already doing that. What's going on?
But they don't, because people fear death. They're afraid of jail and they're afraid of hell because of political and religious dogma. Once they get over that bullshit, we can motherfucking start a revolution. But people don't see the trap that they're in. That's the whole problem. They don't see it. Like, you know, like everybody is in survival mode.
Are you saying right? Because you know revolution is going against the government, right?
Yeah, kill them all.
Exactly.
So are you talking about a race war or going against? You think the government? You know what I'm saying?
No, a race war is something that they're trying to make with this goddamn case. But we don't need a race war because we had something called the Baker's Rebellion. And it was poor blacks and poor whites fighting against the government. The government's like, oh shit, let's get the whites, make them slave catchers and night watch the motherfucking police the blacks and create the separation of black and white to create this whole motherfucking race shit.
So you're saying everybody
racism, no, it's us against the government. It'll be a Baker's Rebellion too.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, kill the government.
Yeah, I just don't think most white people don't operate like that. I mean, that's my opinion.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why we
So
gotta watch the spook who sat by the door. It was only a
at the
little
end
bit
of
of
the
white
day,
people that was rolling with the
even
revolution.
even if they do be on your side to overthrow the government, once they get done with that, they target is you next. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, their
they still
target
got to
is
be
going to
ahead
be
of you.
freedom because like everybody is struggling. Once they see that you're free now, you're good. Go plant your garden, go grow your community of your friends and family or whoever is in your neighborhood and live your life. Create your own monetary and barter system, and everybody will trade with each other. We don't have to create a new government. We don't need that shit. Everybody is free now. Let's just do what you do. And if somebody needs something, they'll come to a community and they'll grab whatever they need. If y'all doing a barter system, hey, yo, fix my roof and I'll fix your kitchen. You know, trade me this or trade me for that.
So
Or if y'all
what?
want to do the
So let me
monetary
ask you
system,
this.
because I know how the money gonna be. It's because like everybody's so brainwashed by money, motherfuckers create their own monetary system. Like shit. We
The
we got
barter
90s
system.
inflation over here in this community, 80s inflation over there, 2005 inflation over there. Like fuck it, you know. So it's like, like it's gonna be up to the people to motherfucker be like, okay, what the fuck to do? No, quit acting like a kid and motherfucking do the opposite of what we've been through. That's it. That's fucking it.
Let me ask you this: was the government a part of this? Because the topic, I'm assuming, was the Nolan situation. Was the government a part of that?
I could probably say no, but they're putting the FBI, so now the government is involved because they're the feds, but they don't do shit but make more cover-ups. Because if this was a matter of national security,
So
everybody on that
who are
fucking
they
island would
covering
be
it
in
up for,
fucking
though?
custody right now.
Who are they covering? They covering it up for a group of people that's, I'm assuming, a different skin tone as you, right? They covering it up for most likely of they own people, right?
Yeah, but it's probably more than that. Those people that they're covering up for probably got high positions of power, probably in secret societies. Like that's beyond their job. And they're probably key figures and shit. And like if they gone, it's gonna fuck up the whole house of cards that they got. Who knows? Because at the end of the day, this shit's supposed to have been done. This shit's supposed to have been done.
I got you. I mean, I get what you're saying on that because I did hear that they are some, a couple of them, they family line is, come from NFL players, some high positions. So I mean, that could be possible.
Yep.
I just think my
Yep.
opinion.
Power protects power. Power protects power. They're like, yo, we need
My
that motherfucker in
opinion.
play.
I think it's gonna always be about race. We ain't gonna get past. We ain't gonna get past that race, that color, because we as Black Americans, that's the name I'm gonna go with because that's what we identify with for the most part. But we as FBA, uh, we a nation inside a nation. So it's several nations in this nation, and with that being said, we need leaders. Who is the
No, we don't
leaders for
need
the
leaders.
Black
We need to
community
lead
right now?
ourselves. Like we need to get out of that finding a leader phase because we've given our power to another man that could possibly get
No,
murked. And
you
once the
don't.
motherfucker get murked, we ain't gonna be able to hold it down the way we're supposed to. We need to
I
learn how
mean,
to
don't
lead ourselves, and we
every
have led
army,
ourselves with Black Wall
every
Street, but
army
they
have
fucked us up.
general, sergeant. They got
Exactly.
leaders.
Exactly.
Everybody can't be a chief.
Oh, okay.
Everybody can't be a
Pecking
chief.
order.
So
Yes.
at the
That's
end of the
Yes.
right.
day,
You just got to
we
fall into
need
Yes.
place.
leaders.
You are
And you
right.
need different
But
roles,
at the
different
same
people do
time, they
different
can't
roles.
put the faith in the leader because he could die one day. So I
But
understand what you're
look
talking
at
about.
look at
Like
Iran.
everybody got to
You could
listen to
take out
somebody.
everybody in
Everybody.
Iran, and there's still going to be people after them. It's still going to be leaders after they kill another one and another one, and it's still going to be they still on the same code. So just because you kill a leader, don't mean that it's over, because
Right. You
everybody's
got to
still
be
on
a
the same
hydra
code.
or like a centipede. You're right.
There you go.
You're fucking right. You're all right. I got to give you
So
that.
so I do think that's the problem in the that's a problem in the black community. I mean, we have to lead ourselves, but uh, it start like you said, we was marching and everything, but that don't work. I'm with you. But what people don't understand is when that don't work, you got to be ready to fight because that I
Yep, you
mean,
got
at
to
the end
flex
of the
that
day, that's
power.
where it's at.
And plus,
When
like
your
that's
voice
what
don't
Ibrahim Traore doing over there in Burkina Faso in Africa. It's like shit. We
yeah,
gotta motherfucker have that Burkina Faso energy right now. It's like shit. Like that's
but
probably the only way that
but
they probably respect us. You know,
but
like
we do but
I
we
know they
have to
used
be
to respect us
strategic
after
with
our
it.
Seminoles saved their ass. But like now, it's like like now we're just acting like slaves and consumers. Like no, we need to act like leaders.
But this is our downfall. We are outnumbered by, let's just say, the Caucasian race by 5 times. You know what I'm saying? So we're not ahead in numbers. Like you said, they got the guns, they got all of the weaponry. So it's still at the end of the day. That's why I say it's bigger than uh, it's bigger than just uh, it's bigger than just going against the government. You know what I'm saying? We got to. I think it ain't about coming together as everybody. No, we got to as black people. We got to start there first. Before you help another race, you got to help yourself first. You got to help your own first. How the fuck you gonna come together with another race and you ain't came together with your own race?
That's true. That's why I gotta be the one that set the example. Maybe people would get empowered once I pull the first trigger or blow up the first building. It's like we have to show that we have power, and like we have been blocked on all levels from movies, TV shows, best-selling novels, comic books, and motherfucking propaganda that's in the media showing us being killed. You know what I'm saying? Like it shows how weak we are. It's like, man, but like if they show us at a traffic stop and a cop pulls up on us and the motherfucker don't show the ID but show that SMG, blow that motherfucking cop away, that's empowering to me.
Oh, just let me
It is,
say something.
but who wanna?
Speaking on that, when you said like they dominate or they took away the media and stuff, it just made me think like of firstly of Cat Williams, and he's producing like a movie studio somewhere. I think he was planning to, so he'd do that. But I think it's Dame Dash. Did his network like get any popularity, or did it really pick up at all? You know how Dame Dash did like a thing where he's got movies and his own media.
Nah, you ain't talking about Dame Dash. You talking about Tyler Perry.
Nah. I thought Dame Dash. I know. Well, obviously Tyler Perry got it, but I thought Cat Williams
Dame
said
Dash
a
tried to
couple
do
of
some
years ago.
shit with the state prop franchise, man. But like after Jay-Z took everything and fired everybody, Dame Dash just been doing his own thing. That's the last
Oh,
thing I
yes,
remember.
okay.
When it comes to the business side, but all the other shit is just him just motherfucker just talking shit on his live.
Yeah, okay.
Like I expected like Damon Dash to really truly bounce back after Jay-Z dip, but shit. I was surprised Jay-Z ain't dead for what the fuck he did on some real shit. Like if I was Dame Dash, nigga, you gotta get murked, bro. Give a fuck what deal you took. Nigga, fuck Russell Simmons.
But
Nigga, we
I
started
think
this shit from the gutter, nigga, together. It was just us, the Rock Nation. Me, you, Bleak, Freeways, Beans, what? You gonna pull this shit to me? I would have blown that nigga head off. But
yeah, I think
no.
on the come together though. It's not. I mean, do you have kids? I don't know your name. I can't see the names.
Oh yeah, my name
The one that was
Hurricane
just
be that name for the government, but over here I'm Kane Dynamite. But
Kane
yes, I have a
Dynamite.
daughter. She
Do,
just
do
turned
you have
18.
any
She
kids?
just graduated.
Do you just graduated? Okay. Because that's one thing that you got to ask people. Ain't nobody trying to lead their family right now. Ain't nobody trying to go kamikaze and lead their family. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Oh yeah,
It ain't
hell
on the
no.
radar right now.
Hell no.
You
But
know,
I am. But I am. I'm like, shit, nigga, I put in my work. Let's go. It's time for the final boss.
yeah, yeah.
I'm on some ghost dog shit. Like, nigga, I go out with a smile on my face. Let's dance, man. I'm tired.
I mean, you
Yeah.
had a big one that was like that. I mean, it ain't turned out that good, but I mean, what was the last one? What was his name? Donald out of Texas when they killed all them police officers in Dallas. I can't. Donor, what was his name? Donor something.
Damn, like I forgot the name of that motherfucker too, because I heard about that case, and we had a case up here in Detroit where a motherfucker went into the police station with a shotgun and just started blasting. You know, they talked about that shit for motherfucker like 2 days and didn't say that shit no more.
Donor he went tactical on it. Like he was turning their asses up. I forgot how many he killed. He was on the street, and
That's what's up.
yeah, they still celebrate that day. When the day come around, they still celebrate that day. But
Hell yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot in place though for us. I mean, what y'all think about the other people here, the brown people? You know what I'm saying? Latino, Mexican. I mean, what's y'all take on that?
I'm not
You know, we
black.
just
Real
My color
shit.
is brown. I
Real
am brown.
shit.
I don't know what the fuck.
Mexicans, Chinese, and the Africans need to just kick back and let us do our thing on our land, and we motherfucking separate what we can when we give it to them, when we divvy it up. Because at the end of the day, they chose the side of white supremacy, and they look down on us. They talk about us like we ain't shit.
No,
You
I
know,
can't
like,
say that.
but
I can't
I
say
got
that they
love
chose.
for them because, like, I got god brothers and co-workers, but I'm saying like them as a collective, like the way they treat us, and you know, like it's like what the fuck, nigga, like we helped y'all out during slavery. What the fuck? And plus, like we the, like we the reason during the civil rights movement that like y'all can even do any fucking thing. So it's like, why the fuck are y'all treating us like we ain't shit?
I mean, they helped us out too. You know, it was a lot that was escaping into Mexico
But
and
we
getting.
helped them first. Fuck
I
the
know. I
bullshit.
mean, you
We helped
said
them
first, but I'm
first.
saying it was a both way street. Like we was getting help. We ain't getting all this history. You know, the Caucasian race ain't go put all their history out there. But at the end of the day, they was helping us. We was helping them. But the thing is, why they don't like us, because it's a propaganda on that. I agree with what you're saying, that the way they look at us, and a lot of them identify with whites. But at the end of the day, most of them is lost too. Just like a black man right now is damn near
Both
lost.
South is
You
over
ask you
here.
ask
They should have stayed in their fucking country and held it down and fought and
their
did whatever they
country
needed
was
to
here. Their
do.
country was here. I mean, this was their country. Their country was here. Along
Oh yeah, I keep on
along
forgetting about the slavery shit. I'm sorry about
along with black
that.
people. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm like, nigga, we need some firepower, man. We need a nuclear deterrent. Yeah, but go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
yeah. I'm just saying that they cut that. I mean, a lot of people don't agree, but I mean, we still gonna have to come together as black people for sure. First, but overall, I think it's black and brown coming together. You know what I'm saying? As far as with numbers,
Yep,
that's my
numbers. Yep. Yep, you're right. You're right.
we big time. We outnumbered. How could you fight that if you outnumbered by five, by 1 to 5, and then not only that, but with the technology, artillery, everything else. Now we got it. Now I mean, we the smartest around this motherfucker now. But at the end of the day, we are outnumbered in this country.
We can
So,
make some
so,
grenades. We can make some
so,
grenades and grenades and RPGs and motherfucking plastic powered vehicles. We'll
so, so,
survive.
so
Just
when
like
we out.
Morpheus said, we still here.
Calm down, Hurricane. Calm down, man. Woo. So if you say we outnumbered in this country, so foundational Black Americans, right? They are against the African, they're against the Haitian, they're against the Jamaican, they call those people tethers. And I'll be the first to say that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. But if we outnumbered in this country, how do we create allies of the same type of individual who looks like us as far as melanin is concerned to be able to come to a consensus or understanding that we all have to operate together in order to thwart the opposing oppressor, which we all would agree to say that it's the Caucasian. Not saying that I'm saying that it's the Caucasian, but just for the sake of this conversation, we would agree that it's the Caucasian. So how do we get the skin folk that ain't kinfolk to come together, because we are still kinfolk, some way, shape, form, or fashion, to beat the
Yeah.
masses, since we all remember. How do we do that?
Easy. They got to see us fight. Until they see us fight, we're gonna be pussy. You know, like ain't nobody gonna unite. You know, they gotta see us stand up, not motherfucking die like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or anybody else. They gotta actually see us on that battlefield, holding it down in every major city and state in the fucking country. We gotta do something. We got to
Me,
do something.
I identify with people who suffer the same the same things that I suffered or my ancestors suffered. So when we talking about Jamaican, Haitians, Latino, they all suffer the same oppression from the same people. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, their identities is wiped away from them too, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So coming together is a whole nother thing. But then I look at us. I still got to look at my people as a whole on coming together. You know what I'm saying? So that's my main fight right now is my people here on this land coming together. You know what I'm saying? Because we
I know how to handle
separated
that.
right
You
now.
gotta do Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite said, I'm declaring war on anybody selling drugs in my community. He's like, but Black Dynamite, I sell drugs in the community. Okay. If I catch you, you won't be considered a brother or a friend. Can you dig it? And the other nigga was like, no, nigga, I can't dig. Who the fuck you supposed to be? I'm gonna do whatever I want when I want and how I want. It's like, okay. When I catch you, you'll be less one brother to deal with. We gotta control this shit the way they want to be savage. We gotta be more savage, more dangerous, and let these motherfuckers know this is gonna be the change in our community. This is the real enemy. You want to shoot, you want to blast and be savage. I just want to direct your energy towards the motherfuckers you need to be savage against. Whew. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But what are you creating? See, but again, so now once you take away these vices that we use to create economy and also destroying our community, so what devices or what plans or what things do you have implemented or what things are you building upon? Um, once we direct all this energy towards
Great,
the
great question.
problem, as you say, what are the solutions to keep them from going back to that drug or to keep them going back from that robbing, or like what institutions are erected, like you see what I'm saying, what programs are out here, what mentors where's the team of men, because this is a matriarchal society, I mean a patriarchal society, but where are the men that's going to have your back, or that you know what I'm saying, that's also in play with you, that's going to help rebuild. Like we can't just say let's go to fucking war. We gotta fight, because we can.
That's
That's
why
just
I'm just the military sector. It's gonna be up to the motherfuckers that think. We're gonna need respect classes, conflict resolution classes,
okay.
motherfucking
Okay, I got
motherfucking loyalty, responsibility, motherfucking, like reliability classes. We're gonna have to motherfucking start from scratch.
I
Motherfuckers gonna have to
respect.
learn. But
I
like,
respect.
yeah,
No respect. I
but
feel
like
you
that's gonna
just.
be for teachers that want to be teachers.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I
I'm the
got you. I got
warrior.
you.
I'm this motherfucker
I got you.
protecting the building when y'all
Yeah.
teaching.
Yes, I got you. So now, see, now I'm understanding more of your point, of your premise, and where you're coming from, and how you know what I'm saying you're delivering and articulating your message. I get it now. You know what I'm saying. You just strictly that part. You're not saying that all those other parts are not contentious and that we don't need them. We're just saying, look, I ain't got nothing to do with that part. I got something to do with this part, and this is what I feel is one of the fucking kickstarts to get things moving in motion. Now, okay, so if that's the case, are you going or are you looking for other people who you think to be qualified, or you think we as a people, if you got a group that we can cultivate someone to become, what we need them to become, and guide them in the ways of, what I'm saying, the things that we need to be done for our communities.
Oh, yes, I
That sounds
used
like
to
they get back
be
to a
part of some
leader.
community shit, better growth and development. You would already know Highland Park. You know what I'm saying? I cleaned up community, gave back, did the protesting and shit, did the shows for the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. I got some teachers, and plus I put in my work. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm on the next level. I already put in my work. My resume is cool. So it's like, it's time to fight now. But like, yeah, it's some people in place. It's people I know. You know what I'm saying? Better growth
Me
and development.
personally,
Like I said,
yeah,
better growth and development.
I ride with my Israelite brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I have a mindset and teachings. I think that we all need to law, statute, and commandments and get rid of these other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And when we stick to our own, for us, by us, yeah, that's where the power come in. At, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's the hardest part, though. That's the hardest part for our people because I'm in a lot of groups. I'm in the trucking sector, and the way that they view stuff, like, I mean, it's damn near like them chains tight in a motherfucker. Y'all think we free, but we ain't free. Them motherfucking chains still tight around motherfuckers, right? You just can't see it. So it's a lot of people. We got a job to do amongst ourselves before we talking about a war and shit. Then if you look at our let's say street gangs, you think they give a fuck about any of this? So we gotta get
Yeah,
them
that's
on
my
board. We
mission.
gotta get the youth on board. We
Let
gotta
me
get the
handle
youth on
that.
board.
I gotta handle that mission with a bomb strapped to my chest. Talking to every fucking gang leader and be like, look, I'm not telling y'all to stop doing what the fuck y'all doing, but here's a pamphlet. When shit hits the fan,
I
follow
don't
all
know
those
about your
protocols.
area,
I'm out.
but I'm in St. Louis. Ain't no leader, ain't no gang leader. The gang leader is that switch on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Exactly.
leader, right?
But
Like they
everybody, like you
ain't trying to
said,
hear
everybody
shit.
look up to somebody. So whoever they motherfucking guy that they look up to is, when that motherfucker start talking, they're gonna fucking listen. Those the only people I need to talk to is your boss. Take
It
me
ain't
to
no
your
looking
leader.
up though. It ain't no looking up though. If what's his name? The growth and development, the guy that's locked up. Not Willie Lawrence.
Hoover.
That's his name. Larry Who.
Hoover.
If he get out right now, do you think they gonna listen to him? If he hit the streets
Shit,
right
they
now,
will.
do you think he still
They
have his
will.
power? Man,
Look,
they gonna kill that man.
70 to 80% will. I guarantee it. I
That's
guarantee it.
that's a high number. I think they gonna kill him. These little niggas gonna kill that man. Like who the fuck he think? I don't
Oh
even know
no.
him. Who the fuck
Because
he
the
think he is?
OGs that's running them is gonna tell them who he is. It's like, like he's a blueprint for a lot of shit. After motherfuckers was pardoning motherfuckers that didn't need to be pardoned, everybody was like, nigga, free Larry Hoover. Nigga, what the fuck? Even y'all niggas was saying it. Like, y'all nigga free Hoover.
I mean, they saying it, but is there any leaders in Chicago right now? Like I don't think there's no leaders there no more. Like them leaders getting smoked. I mean, from what I
No,
see, I don't know.
that's not true. It's still, what I'm
It's
saying,
still leaders. Okay,
it's,
okay. I ain't got boots on the ground. I'm just going off
yeah,
what I see and heard.
y'all just see a lot of the. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it ain't no chaos, but a lot of these little niggas is just. But shit, a lot of these old motherfuckers is allowing it though. That's what we don't know.
Man, you know why? Because these old niggas got families at home and they ain't trying to, like, they didn't already put in their work, their time. They ain't got no 20 years to do. If they got to do a life sentence, 25 to life. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That
they ain't
means
trying
they're
to do
not
that.
following what Hoover said. It's like we need to go strictly business. It's like, yo, keep the street shit secret on the low, man. But like, we gotta motherfucker start businesses. Like, we gotta dress different. We gotta act different. We gotta move different. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when Hoover and King David came together, like, we about to change the game up. you
Do you
know,
know why the mob?
like we
Do
still
y'all
out
know
here
why the mob wear
blasting like
suits?
nigga, we fucking up.
Right. You know why the mob wear suits? Do you know why the mob? Do any of y'all know why the mob wear suits?
Tell them, Beard.
The reason the mob wear
No.
suits, the reason the mob wear suits is because they said they want to dress and look like the criminals. And the
They
criminals and the
want
people,
to dress and look like criminals, or they don't want to.
no, that the reason they put on the suits is because they want to dress and look like the criminals. And the criminals that they were talking about was the
Oh
government.
yeah. I
Like,
got you. Tenfold.
you feel me? Like this is
Tenfold.
a noted action. This is something that's been documented. The reason why they put on suits is because they want to look like the criminals. They want to look like the people who they trying to, you know what I'm saying, bust they fucking head. You feel me? So that's why, I get it. Like, yeah, go to the businesses, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the streets ain't the streets, right? Because even white folks come up like that. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like off the blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, shit, that's what war is, man. We going to be taking some shit over, right? Yeah, but again,
Hell yeah, Godfather
but
shit.
they also knew that we had to have businesses. We had to put things in place because, like, if we want to create things, if we want to change things, if we want to control things, the streets just ain't always gonna be the way to do it. So now we got businesses. Now you motherfuckers is dependent upon what we supply. And we keeping y'all from, even though we put y'all to schools and y'all go get jobs, but y'all don't want to be the motherfuckers that's out here really putting in that hard work to supply because we can stretch you out so goddamn much about being an employee and not an entrepreneur that you don't even give a fuck about it. And I'm not saying that school is bad, but those are some of the mind, and psychological warfare that's being played. It's not only physical warfare, psychological warfare. We need to understand that as well. And also
Yeah.
economic warfare.
Yeah. Facts.
Well, yeah,
Facts. I'm with you on
yeah.
that.
Facts. Super facts.
Big Stacks, what up? Yeah.
And then
But
people don't
we all,
understand. Oh my bad.
no, my bad. No, I was just saying we all got valid points though. I'm rocking with everybody, what I'm saying, putting down on the panel, what I'm saying, everybody didn't deal
Yeah,
a little bit.
like if I was back in the day, I would have rolled with Stokely Carmichael or Robert F. Williams or Huey P. Newton. You know what I'm saying? That's a standpoint I'm speaking from.
Yeah. And also I want to speak to that Israelite shit. We don't need that shit neither. We don't need none of that religion. We don't need none of that shit. No,
I mean, this is my take on it. We gonna need laws, a moral code system. Like if you ain't got a moral code system to run off of, it's
open.
What's
So
that?
what you need? You got
Say
the
it
shit
again.
now.
No, I'm saying if we taking over, what moral system do we got? Like moral system it'll be no moral system.
Again, have you ever heard of the laws of the laws of Ma'at? You feel me? Of course, we can implement it and come up with a code.
But now you bringing in another, like you said, if you want to say another religion. Because who's to say the laws of Ma'at? That wasn't for all black people, for everybody.
No. The laws of Ma'at is not a religion. It's a code of conduct, like you stated. It doesn't give you
It
all
is. I agree.
It don't give you all that bullshit ass mumbo jumbo. And again, respectfully, and I do apologize if anybody is getting offended, if you're a Christian, a Catholic, a Protestant, Lutheran, or whatever the fuck you are. That it don't give you all that bullshit and those stories and all that old extra shit. And he didn't walk on water, and you talking to burning bushes, and you believe I sent the 800-year-old man to go up into the mountain to carry 2 big ass stone slabs down. He broke them bitches, then he went right back up into the mountain and brought 2 more big ass stone slabs. Get the fuck out of here! About time he came down, you motherfuckers made a golden calf. Come on, man.
I mean, you know a lot. Come on, Birdie. You well knowledge. I mean, it's metaphor. It's metaphor.
No, you can't say
that.
You can't say that shit, bro, because people believe this shit wholeheartedly, and some of these people take this shit as literal things, bro. Like, I guarantee you, the majority of this motherfucking world believes in a motherfucking Jesus or Allah or something, bro.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. But even with the laws of Ma'at, what you just take, you ain't taking nothing else, just them laws. You ain't taking the guys that they was worshiping. You ain't you know what I'm saying? Like you just gonna pick and choose.
No, because it wasn't about a God. That's what I'm saying. See, y'all, that's what you saying, and that's the wrong narrative and the wrong thing that you're pushing and creating, because we're going off of historical value of what another motherfucker has said. You feel me? That's not
I
the
mean, I'm talking about. So what was they worshiping? They was worshiping the sun.
no. See, that's what the white folks keep telling y'all. They wasn't worshiping no motherfucking sun, bro. You feel me? They was,
Have
and
you
so the
read? You
sun,
read the Book of the Dead? You had read the
and it's
you read the book?
I have, and it's not called the Book of the Dead. That's just what the white folks call it. I forgot the proper terminology in the name because I can't pronounce it. I didn't forget it. I just can't pronounce it.
I got you.
But yeah. So the sun was a life bringer, bro. So it was about nature. It wasn't about making the sun an actual god. That's not what the point of the premise of the pre-dynastic or dynastic. And a lot of times, what I want people to understand, dynastic Egypt was the conquered Egypt. So a lot of things that we get and misunderstandings that we're going to have is that a lot of those rules and laws and regulations that we call Egyptian were from conquerors. It wasn't from the people of that land. It was from people who conquered that land and took some shit, kept some shit, added some shit, and perverted some shit. So again, since we don't know about any of this shit, is what I'm saying. I was just using the laws of Ma'at as an example. I'm not saying we have to use those, but we as people, we as human beings, we as people who have lived and experienced things, we know what the fuck should be right and we know what the fuck should be wrong. I don't need a Bible, I don't need a God, I don't need an Allah, a Anunnaki, a Buddha, and none of that shit to tell me that I know that it's wrong for me to sleep with a 12-year-old girl. I know that it's wrong to beat my motherfucker head if you bleed. I know that it's wrong just because the motherfucker look at me and step in my motherfucking shoes and I gotta pull out my pistol and shoot him. I know that it's wrong that goddamn it, if I'm a preacher, I shouldn't be up in the church fucking every motherfucking woman in the congregation and taking you motherfuckers money talking about the building fund and this motherfucking building still look like shit. Like, come on, man. We know what's right or wrong as adults. Like, don't get me wrong. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even with the hurricane, once we start this motherfucking revolution, yeah, it's gotta be people in play because we gotta start rebuilding instantly, bro. Instantly, just like when the motherfucking riots when George Floyd, nigga, man, a lot of businesses left our community. How many drug dealers or how many niggas that's in the community that's prominent, that's got a little fucking money, put they shit together to buy these buildings to rebuild so we can have what the fuck we done lost because we didn't fucked it up because it wasn't never ours in the first place, right? I get that, but now let's make it ours. Did nobody make it theirs? So when we talk this revolution shit and we talk all this shit, I feel y'all though, bro, but we really have to plan this shit out. This ain't some shit that we can just go jump out here and fucking do. And that religion shit, bro, respectfully, that shit is ass. That shit is just like the motherfucking United States Corporation government of a motherfucking America. We do not need it. I'm not saying that you can't. Now, once we establish ourselves, you feel me? I'm not saying that I'm against people practicing certain practices because guess what? We still have different type of practices inside of this government system. You feel me? Even if you go anywhere in the world, you're still going to have a certain practice. And now some people do try to quiet your good. Like earlier on, we know that, like, goddamn it, if you was a Christian, goddamn it, and you weren't converting, or if you was something else and we pushing this Christian shit and you weren't converting, we know we whacking your ass. You feel me? Like we see, like, I don't know if this shit is true, but we see stories, we read documents, we read books. They say this is history. So again, that shit is just gonna repeat itself, bro. If we don't do away with that. Like religion and a code of conduct is two different things. A code of conduct is about a way of living and how we should be treating each other as a people, regardless of whether you're working for just your people, right? Because I do believe in segregation. I don't believe we should be together. But still, that don't mean just because this motherfucker white, just because he's Mexican, just because he's Asian, if you keeping them the fuck away from you and you choose to interact with them and some shit go bad, that don't mean you cut his motherfucking neck off. You feel me? It's a lot that go with this, bro. It's easy to sit here and talk and have these conversations, but we really need to sit down at a motherfucking war table and put this shit together.
All right, he put it together. I'm cutting that motherfucking head off. Someone got to be the motherfucker that do the job. Niggas gonna be talking about morality and shit. Fuck that.
Cutting who head off? Cutting who head off though?
The motherfucking Mexican or the Asian, that motherfucking disrespect what we got. Like,
so anybody,
we gotta build our motherfucking Black Wall Street nationwide again. Motherfuckers is bullshit.
Yeah, but you know that I mean there's gonna be slaughter before they let you build on build. You know,
at the end of the day, those motherfuckers treat us like we ain't shit. Those motherfuckers deserve everything that the government need to get to. Because at the end of the day, it's going back to what Bearded said. We need the motherfucker at least hold this shit down for 100 years and make it back to our shit again. Like,
But
all these
our
motherfuckers gonna have to
black people's
motherfucking
money
till the
make
earth.
this
I'm gonna
country
call it
go
tilling the
around.
earth.
Since we
I'm
don't
gonna call
own
it tilling
anything
the
in this
earth.
land, since we don't
What?
own anything, since we don't own as a race, we don't own major corporations in this land. So our money, what we work for, business or whatever, it don't flow through our community. So they bank it flow through their community though, because they got more control. So with that being said, this country is thriving off of, I'm just gonna be honest, black people money. Not having businesses, not uplifting their community. So they got to keep us down to to a certain level to thrive, and that's the whole thing to keep us separated. Whenever we try to come together as a people, it was multiple Black Wall Streets. They tore all that shit down. They got ahead of it first because guess what? It would have fucked up their economy. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if we do the shit right now, you might as well just be prepared to fight. We might as well be prepared to go to the end. Because damn it, that's
Yeah,
what they gonna do.
because they say if you want peace, prepare for war. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Time for a peace, a time for war. That's a fact.
And you gotta have war. Like and again, like I understand your point, Miss Jen, like the peace but we gotta have war. Like it ain't that we focusing on the negative things. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't have the
Right,
good without the
because we're
bad.
not doing this for us. We're doing this so our kids and our kids' kids and our kids' kids won't be fucking slaves and being killed through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. Like, like fuck the bullshit. This is for the future. And if I die, somebody is in the future gonna be like, nigga, I remember Kane's blueprint. I could probably make it better. And now that there's new technology, man, these motherfuckers might have ray guns, EMP grenades, EMP bodysuits, motherfucking invisible cloak devices, and fucking the government up. But we gotta be the motherfucking shit that changes shit now. like real shit.
Right.
I'm carving my name in history. I don't give a fuck. It's like motherfucker Achilles told that boy from Troy. It was like they like that's why nobody gonna remember your name. Like fuck that. They're gonna remember me.
What's y'all take? So y'all take it staying over here in this landmass. It wouldn't be going back out leaving this country.
No, we need to take this land, man, because they want us to do the motherfucker go back to Africa. I could be going to a place we've never been. So it's like they go fuck the bullshit. They want us to be on that level so we don't claim what's rightfully ours, which is this land. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna take this bitch first, and if Africa want to come over here and do some trade, be a trade with them. But otherwise, y'all might be scared too because we're about to go super fucking savage. After what the fuck we've been through, it's time for some righteous vengeance in this bitch. Like real shit.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, and I consider myself a prepper. I mean, I got nice little collection. I got over 50 of them things. I mean, I got plans with loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Communication. If this happened, that happened. I mean, my take on it is, I think eventually it will be a race war. I mean, yeah, I think we ain't go back to stop that. Just with the all the hate. I just that's my take on it. A lot of people don't agree, but I think it's going to come down. It's going to come down to that, period. We still in 2026,
because I
and
see
we
them
still
pushing the
going at
gas
it with
on it.
we still going at it with a certain race of people here, and it's like, why? Like y'all been ahead of us for all these years. Why y'all still want to be on our neck? Like even these people in these major corporations. I mean, all this shit still happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people will say, "Well, I'm doing all right." I'm not gonna say that. I make over 100 a year. I'm pretty sure y'all doing well for yourselves, but I can't. I know that could be gone at any moment. I know I'm still a nigga at the end of the day. Take that shit away, or having it, You still a nigga. Go talk to
Yep.
some of these other motherfuckers. Bill Cosby and all. Y'all heard about him? He on the run right now. They looking for him to subpoena him to take the rest of his money. Like that motherfucker doing some nigga shit at 90 years old. Like fuck y'all.
For real.
And I feel him. I mean, he see that none of that shit matter what he was going through. They still treat him like a black motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people got to realize. You can't just you can't take yourself out the batch like just because you doing okay right now. Just because you stay in a nice neighborhood. Just because you can leave your door unlocked right now or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit crazy.
Yeah, and that's how
Yep.
they fool and trick themselves into thinking that they doing some shit for the people by getting
Yep.
into that situation and open up. No, you're not. That's not doing that. That's just doing some shit for yourself. And then you come back and you tell us, well, if we do this and we do this, and it don't work like that.
Yep.
And again, when we go in front of these when we go in front of these judges and these lawyers and these courtrooms and shit like that and these bailiffs, don't nobody really look like you. When you go into these House of Congress or the Senate, or you get into, you know what I'm saying, a lot of this political, you know what I'm saying, ventures, don't none of these people look like you. When you go to NATO, you know what I'm saying, and all these other places, don't none of these people look like you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So it ain't no way you change this shit from the inside. Ain't no win because this shit don't involve you. It don't include you. It ain't for you. It never was meant for you. It was meant for you to be. It was meant for you to be included in a way of building the structure, but not benefiting from the structure. Like if you read the Constitution and the way it was wrote, if you read the Emancipation Proclamation, if you read the Declaration of Independence, if you read the treaties of 1812, if you read any of these documents and you read them the way you're supposed to be reading them, I'm talking about to comprehend and to understand, not to just be reading some shit. You would know that this shit ain't meant for the motherfuckers that look like the people that's on this panel talking right now.
Right.
It never was.
And then they had plans to send votes back to Africa, send most of the people back over there. If y'all know about the American Colonization Society,
And
that's when they did send a couple votes back to what was that country they made? Is it Liberty? Liberty? I have to pull it up in Africa. And that was
Libya.
Libya. And that vote they created, those was American blacks that said that they sent votes back, a vote back, and also they sent white people too back, and they created they created democracy, or not democracy, whatever you want to call it.
Black folks went over there.
And,
I know.
Then they had an agenda. They was like, "Nah, that's gonna cost too much." Well, they had a bigger agenda that they was gonna do here, keep us here, and keep us sleep with these damn and that's where religion comes in place at. Keep us sleep with these pastors. They using the churches as agents. They using pastors and shit as agents, keeping us sleep. You know what I'm saying? And the shit's still going on to this day.
That's what I told you. That's why I say get rid of these motherfucking religious ventures that we like, bro. I'm not saying that we can't be religious or we can't do that type of shit. But how about we just listen? How about we say fuck everything that we didn't already tried, and let's try some shit new and stick to that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even give a fuck if somebody made up a new religion right now. But it can't be the same shit that we've been doing for umpteen thousands of years, and it ain't got us nowhere. Because guess what? You praying to the same God they praying to, and you in the same fucked up position.
Yeah, that's the definition of insanity. Doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different result. It's insanity. So is Christianity a form of mental illness?
Yes, it is.
See, that's the difference. I mean, I ain't gonna get to it, but with the teachings of the Israelites, whether we believe it or not, let's say we don't. Most people don't believe it, but that book was written by. It was written by. I know you be deep in it, Bird. I do. You know, I follow it. I know you deep in it, but it was written by black people for black people. No matter if they took it from from the Egyptians, or if it's a copy of another book by black people, it was still written by a group of black people. All the characters in there is black. So
I get,
that
I
was
get.
their moral codes. That's what they was going off of. Now it
I
got
wouldn't.
taken.
I wouldn't say
So
black people. I would say people of darker hue or melanated, other melanated individuals, because I don't
I go with
consider
that. I go with that. You know, when we say
myself.
black, that's a that like
Yeah,
black
but
wasn't around back
you
then.
brown like
So
that's how they got you fooled, because you more brown than you are black. You brown. You're not
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
black.
yeah. That's why I say I go with you on that. I fully go with you on that because black is a new term to call somebody black and white.
That black crayon. You look like that brown crayon. Not trying
Yeah,
to
yeah, facts.
colorize
Facts.
or yeah, but you
No,
know what I'm
I'm
saying.
with you. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you on that. But
So
so that was my take on that. Now it got diluted, and then they put everybody in there when they conquered these people, ran them up out of that land in 70 AD. I mean, you got the Egypt president in 1950 came out. He did an interview in Times Square and said there'll never be peace in Israel. They left black and came back white. So everybody who never went, who didn't go into slavery, they understand the people that was in that landmass originally. Now, whatever they was practicing, I ain't go get on that. But those was the black people. I mean, look how close it is to Africa. So it's on the Africa Titan. What you call that? Titanic. It's right there. Israel. It's a part of Africa, pretty much.
yeah, it's on the
So you
tectonic
know
plate.
that was
Yeah, it's on a
right.
tectonic place. What you trying to say? Yeah.
There you go. So you know it was it was black people in that. It was brown people in that landmass. It wasn't the people with pale skin that's over there now. Nah,
No,
that one who was in there. They didn't go there to the 50s, 40s, and 50s.
it can't do invade. No, they was there long before that, because it was invaders. All Egypt and Africa has always been a continent, or Alkebulan has always been a place of invasion because of its resources for many
Yeah,
different suitors
yeah,
around
I
the,
go with that.
you know what I'm saying. So I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, and at one point in time, Spain had a lot of the fucking world. A lot of people don't even see, and history don't even tell y'all that Spain at one point in time ruled the entire fucking world.
Hold on, you
And
say
they had
Spain? What about Spain? I ain't hear you. My bad.
Spain ruled the entire fucking world, bro, with a small, you know how small Spain is to rule the entire fucking world?
I mean, was that at a moment? Was that the time where brown people ruled that area? Spain, because
Yeah,
I mean, brown people ruled Spain.
yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You could say that. Because I don't want to say, because I don't believe that 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 white folks necessarily come from us, or that we were here first and shit like that. Bro, people were everywhere, man. Like I get the out of Africa shit, and I know they digging up bone, but man, my common sense tell me people were every fucking where, bro. It wasn't just black folks here. It was all types of motherfucking people
Where
here,
you
bro.
think white people came from?
They came from wherever the fuck they came from. However they was. Shit. You feel me?
Real shit. I think the same thing too, bro. It's like, yeah, man. It's like everybody is here, all different colors, shapes, and sizes. It's like, yeah, it's like we all gotta live on this bitch together. And if we can't coexist, I'll blow this whole goddamn planet up.
Now, if you
Yeah,
want
you
to take
ready to go kamikaze? But I think
now,
white people. I mean, oh my bad. Go ahead, bro.
if you want to say God created it, I don't think God just created one fucking creature. Because look, even when He created the animals, didn't He create a multitude of?
Yeah,
I don't believe in this
yeah,
shit, but I'm just be going there. He created a multitude of animals. You mean to tell me He just created
right,
one human motherfucker? Get the fuck out of here, man! Stop that shit.
Right,
right.
exactly.
I mean, I ain't go. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, the Bible break down all the races. It's 16 races in the Bible, but I ain't gonna get to that. I'm gonna just say that. Do you
No, it's
believe? So do y'all believe that
tribes.
every race came from Africa? Let's say that from
I
that region, even the people here.
don't believe that.
Okay, so y'all
I
think they like
don't
the whole?
want to believe it, but like if if everything was so-called Pangea, everything comes from whatever the fucking name was before everything broke off. So I'm gonna just go with that.
There you go. We got documents that we migrated, not just us, the natives to this landmass migrated here. You know what I'm saying? They got shit here, like even with the pyramids and everything that coincide with shit that's from the Middle East, that's from Africa. You know what I'm saying? From Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, so
so
like if
obviously
you
they
know,
was
like if everything was
communicating.
all together, like they said, you know, that Pangea shit, everything was all together, you know, it's probably pyramids all over this bitch. And then the motherfucking tectonic plates broke off and everything just scattered. You know, it's like,
That,
that's a logical explanation if they want to say everything was all together. But
that's what
that's all
yeah,
I
that's what
got.
I think. Yeah, and don't none of us know. We just going. Based off of the information that's out here coming with our
Right.
own. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying. I could just assume with this. So this
So
ain't a
so
fact.
Right.
so Jordan says, "No, I disagree with y'all because people migrate to places, right? I understand migration. I understand people moving around, but again, in order for fucking people to migrate, they have to come from some fucking where to go somewhere. It
Right.
just wasn't
Everything
people
has
from
a
one fucking
source.
place.
So, like, was
It
the
was
source
people
Pangea?
every
Was
fucking
all
where.
the continents bunched up together with all the pyramids and everybody working together, and then the shit just broke off and everybody just scattered off? And
But
then
during the
they
age,
had no choice but to migrate due to I lost my
but
family member that broke off on another continent. I'm about to go over there and find my cousin. You know what
but
I'm
during
saying?
the
It
time
wasn't
of
like that.
Pangea, they say humans didn't exist during the time of Pangea. You know what I'm saying? So when the world was,
So
so they say
humans
humans.
popped up as everything was already scattered. So now I'm going with alien extraterrestrial down the fucking guy. We
I
go
mean,
with
if you want to do
alien
that, I mean, you
intervention,
can go
everybody.
search for Anunnaki sources. Then people
See
claim
that? I
Anunnaki.
mean, see now we throwing spookism, which I'm with you on that. I
I
think that
don't want to
it
go that
is.
route. I don't
That's
want to
what
I
go
mean,
that route at all. But if there was no
I mean,
humans during Pangea, what the fuck we got?
but
it's
Israelite is
nothing
spook.
wrong with.
Christianity is spookism. Catholicism, all that shit is spookism. What do you
Hey,
mean?
I know. That's why I used his name. That's why I threw that out because at the end of the day, I do believe that it was more advanced technology or a group of I can't say people, but what other word we gonna use? I don't
Humanoid.
use alien because alien is spookism because it could be some people that look like us but ain't from this land, that ain't from this world. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want so. But basically, at the end of the day, you had
Humanoid.
flying saucers. Yeah, I mean, you had flying source before planes was even thought about. They were drawing pictures of flying objects and shit. You know what I'm saying? Spacecrafts. So obviously, it was advanced technology thousands of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Before planes was even thought about. So somebody had to build the shit. If it was some crafts that was flying,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I
Throwing the
don't know.
pyramid. I'm like, nigga, that's a fucking
And y'all,
helicopter.
y'all seem to upset. Listen, so y'all seem to upset one of our white partakers. So let's go back to some of the comments. So he said, "Who has tried to send you back when you kidnapped recently? Sound serious." He says, "Who is white and you people?" He says, "Can you string together a cogent sentence?" I don't know who he was talking about when he said that. Then he says, "Doesn't it get exhausting talking about being a victim 24/7?" He says, Africans sold you into slavery. It's all documented. Then he says,
Yeah, white
dude,
people
we all,
love going to that talking point. He's a closet racist.
man,
then he said,
hey, I swear, when you hear a white, but the shit sound
yeah,
crazy. My
yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I wanna, give a little shine to all my viewers. He said, dude, we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
have ancestors who were enslaved, sir. He says, none of us in this room are slaves or children of slaves. And again, George, you don't know that. You don't know people's ancestral history. So please be cool on that one. He said, you do realize that there are like 30 million or so currently enslaved people in Africa, right? He says, aren't you concerned about contemporary enslaved Africans in Africa? Um, he said, enslaved by other Africans working in mines as child soldiers. He says, I want to read this out so we can respond to it. He said, why focus on slavery 250 years ago? There are slaves now. He said that argument cannot be won. He said, but that's facts over feelings. He said, well, not 250 years ago, prior to 1863 or whatever the Emancipation Proclamation was, and that was in 1865. Doors, with your smart ass. So, what do you guys have to say?
And two, bitch, we're not talking about Africa. We don't really want to. We're talking about what's going on this land. Africa just happened to pop up. And your ancestors took this bitch, murdered, raped, and pillaged this bitch, and got us systematically going through bullshit forever. So we have every right to be angry. And you want to bring up what went on in Africa. Yeah, they did their motherfucking thing, but your ancestors took over the fucking planet. So fuck what you're talking about. We need to get rid of these motherfuckers on this land and send them going back, packing back to bloody fucking England, mate. So they ran from a monarchy over there just to come over here any fucking way and do worse shit than what they've been through.
Then he
to give people ideas on how to do their shit across the world. So fuck the bullshit. You're the blueprint of evil.
He says, hi, you make everything racial. Let's listen. He says, your obsession with race is actually depraved. He says, white people enjoy facts and logic. That's correct. They
enjoy murder, rape, and pillaging, and they act like they're smart. Look at America's stats on the education field. We are not in the top 5 or top 10 or top 20. We're stupid as fuck. All we do is murder.
So respectfully, Doors, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully. So by you saying that, Doors, respectfully, you can unsubscribe. You don't have to come around here. You feel me? And if you want to flag the channel, you go right ahead and flag the channel. Now, if that's to see, now you saying that type of shit makes me seem like you in your fucking feelings. If you can't come
like I said, closet racist.
And chat and have a conversation.
I just had to get rid of a motherfucker. I'm like, nigga, all we do is call out the racism.
Yeah, and go with the conversation. You know what I'm saying? By all means, get the fuck on, brother, because I don't need you over here with that bullshit. Because this is not, matter of fact, this is a racist channel, if you want to say that. And I broke what the word racist, that I broke that word down the other day, you feel me, for my audience about, you know what I'm saying, the RA and the IST. So if you go back, and there's nothing wrong with being a racist, again, as I said the other day, if you go off the facts of how I broke the motherfucking word down. But you saying that my channel can get flagged, so that means you're in your motherfucking feelings and you want to flag the channel, because my channel has not ever been fucking flagged, right? So just for you bringing up that point, respectfully, you can unsubscribe and you go find yourself some motherfucking business, bro, and go, matter of fact, go find your white channel and go talk about how
they got to show discord. That's the whole thing. That's why he over here saying it. And then a lot of white people do that. Even if you work around certain white people and talk to them, like most of them have that same view. Like, man, like you guys are doing good right now. You guys are. I didn't have conversation with you guys are doing better right now, and that's how they view it. They like, man, forget the past. You guys are doing okay right now, without addressing the real issues. That shit crazy. They low key is the problem. They low key is still the problem of the mentality. I mean, that's just what it is. And race is just mean you for your race. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. No, I mean, like y'all, how many white people feel that way? What about the sun downtown that's still out here?
Report us. You know what I'm saying? And and you have a good, and you as well have a good night, Doors, and report the channel. And once they review, you know, the information, of course, Doors, you ain't got shit to hold to stand on, brother. You feel me?
Right.
You know,
and plus, despite my tone and rhetoric, I'm speaking facts. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I do this shit on my channel all the time. So go ahead, brother.
Yeah, get your fast. subscribe, go play with yourself, man, because I know that's what you like doing, bro. And I knew when I already knew the type of person he was when I initially met this brother off another channel. You know, I was just waiting for it to get here. I was just waiting for it to get here. You feel me? But yeah,
I had to
just
get rid of
unsubscribe.
Comic Granted. He typed nigga in my chat. I had to take away his ranch. He got butthurt
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
I'm like, yo,
man,
bro.
yeah, man. Like these motherfucking people, man. They just, I don't understand these people, man. You
Yeah.
feel? Yeah, I
It's
don't
like,
I
damn,
mean,
dog, y'all can't
we
hold y'all
supposed to.
composure. Why y'all gotta type or say the word nigga? It's like,
yeah,
goddamn.
yeah.
First you was
Oh, well,
cool, comic. Now
thank
you're
you for
not.
reporting me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you for reporting me. But you're still here. But you're still here.
And
You could
that's
be
the
anywhere.
thing. We all didn't went on white people
Yeah.
channels. They say white people channels, and they probably was saying some out of pocket shit. You probably comment and get up out of there. You ain't nobody finna keep on comment while you watch it. And that's their channel. That's that person channel. Like, come on, that shit don't make sense.
He said you're being
And plus,
racist
for the
and
record, there's more white people that want to fight with the revolution with me than my own people. So it's like, no, you should see how many cool white people that want to fight with me. Bacon's Rebellion 2
I'm not
on the
going to
way.
tolerate hate speech. You need some serious reflection. I'm not going to
So
tolerate.
there's no
hate speech.
racism at all. We just calling it out. And y'all don't know the difference. And that shows the stupidity of your fucking people. You don't understand calling it out and then just being actually racist. Like, yo, fuck these honkies and crackers. Fuck them all. We're not saying that. We're giving facts and we're talking about shit that needs to be talked about and addressed that y'all want us swept under the rug because systematic racism is always going to fucking be here. You better look up Dr. Neely Fuller, brother, on some real shit. Like, we got to address this because if we don't address this, it's going to keep on fucking happening. This is why I'm a revolutionary. I'm saying like fuck it, let's just kill it all. You know, I'm not saying kill all white people. I'm saying kill all the evil people that keep on perpetuating the bullshit. But you think it's all racist, race war. Nigga, you stupid and retarded. You're part of the 45% of people that read at a 6th grade level and below. Thank you. I'm finished.
Oh yeah, and we will enjoy the rest of our Nolan Well conspiracy theories, Doris. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Hit that like button, man. That's what you could do for me.
And plus, that conspiracy is a motherfucking fact. That motherfucker got murdered. We just don't know how. But all the shit is all confusing. Got everybody going through some confusion. That means somebody is lying somewhere. All this shit is motherfucking problem, reaction, solution. Get motherfuckers to react and then come out with a solution later on before Christmas. But there's people that have been getting no justice for over 6 to 20 fucking years. A lot of mothers and grieving parents of motherfucking kids that have been killed by these evil white kids and their families. 6 to 20 fucking years, no justice. So this Nolan case might be part of the pile. So like us talking about it is motherfucker at least keeping the energy alive so like we can remember that slavery still going on and racism is still fucking going on and you might get hung. And so like nigga, watch your back, protect yourself like shit, you know, and call out the bullshit where you see it. Y'all want it to be a conspiracy theory, but it's not. The motherfucker is clear-cut murder and sabotage and cover up. Look at it. It's just like it's in your face.
And Doris, you can feel the way you feel, and this man can feel the way he feels. I don't stop nobody from coming up here voicing their opinion. Just like if you wanted to come up here and hit the panel and you wanted to talk about whatever the hell you wanted to talk about, and you felt as though this, that, the third, and like you saying, body cam destroys your argument and shit like this and all, that's your right. Just like it's this man right to speak on what he speak on. You can't come over here and tell people how to dictate, you know what I'm saying, you know, what they story, their experiences, and how they view the world. You can't do that, brother.
Right, hop on the panel and challenge me.
You can't do that.
Show me my pony. Where's my pony?
It's easily, you know, and you easily could have got up here and just asked the man, you know, saying what he thought of Wu Out the Band. Because when I first started the shit, I thought he was a little erratic my damn self, and I had to get some contention. And he was like, okay, well, no, I'm just the militia part of it. So now I understand. But again, you could have just easily came up here to versus going to try to flag my channel, which you probably already did, which I really don't give a fuck about. I mean, I can come up from under that, but again, I'm still gonna let people come up here and speak their piece, brother. You know what I'm saying? Just like I have to let you come up here and speak your piece at times. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I mean, it is what it is, man. But again, why watch? Why watch? Why watch? Why be here? I got you, tribe. I got you, tribe. I got you, tribe. He said, if you're not concerned about slavery, go help people who are currently being trafficked. Do you don't even know what this man does? This is what I'm saying. You just in the chat typing a bunch of shit right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what people do. You feel me?
Right. Bitch, I'm a community fucking activist, motherfucker. It's a revolutionary. My work for the hood is done.
Nobody. He didn't threaten nobody life. He ain't listen, he ain't doing no more than what Charlie Kirk or any other person that go out here and speak about nationalism for their people. You know what I'm saying? You know what? And if he's speaking rational, if he's speaking hate speech and not rational thought, that's your opinion. That's your perception. Just like people in the chat think you talking crazy right now. So again,
yeah, because prove me wrong. Did y'all motherfuckers colonize this bitch and fucked everybody up with colonialization, with this religion, and this motherfucking systematic racism? Prove me fucking wrong.
He said, got a white minding in the chat. Yeah, man. He talking about they gonna flag the channel, talking about some we hate white folks and all that. This shit crazy. And he keeps saying have a good night, but he's still here, man. Like, I don't understand.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Like,
talk about I hate white folks. Nigga, my girl white. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga retarded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, yeah, like, you know, people gonna be people, man. You know, but again, man, you know, people feel the way they feel, you know. Again, I allow people to come up here and speak their piece, man. Like, I listen, I always say, I don't give a hell if you're a devil worshiper, a Satanist, a Catholic, Lutheran, orange, yellow, blue, green, brown, tall, skinny, short, fat. You can come up here and speak.
Pop up and challenge. I'm ready to battle. But y'all know I got scholarship you can't fucking refute because I'm calling out all the bullshit that we've been through. You know, like that's it. You know, now, it is the fucking truth.
Yeah.
I may sound a little radical, but like this the energy that we need because we too busy being soft. It's like, fuck that. I want to balance the energy. Bearded is cool, calm, collected. I'm the radical, and homeboy is, you know, like he got his logic too. You know, so it's like, yo, bro, we cool. So come up and battle.
Yeah, tribe and flow long as conducive to the family structure, what he got going on, and it could be conducive, you know what I'm saying? He gonna ride with whatever. You got certain people that's gonna do certain things and play their part as they should. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of the calm, cool, because again, like, you know, it's my show. So yeah, I'm gonna let you. If I thought he was saying anything too outrageous, you know,
he would have stopped me immediately. He would have been like, yo, bro, that's too much. And it's not true. you know, like you would have stopped me immediately.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah, my bad, y'all. But still, you got an opinion, bro. You have experience. You didn't live. So you didn't see things. You didn't read things. And if we going according to the history that's been documented that you didn't research, you understand moving forward the things that we have to do versus the things that we were doing. You feel me? You know, and again, he not the like just, and you're only saying that because you hearing it from a melanated man. Like if it was a white man up here saying this shit, bro, you would have no problem.
Right, Malibu Most Wanted.
Malibu
Most Wanted was up here saying my shit. He'd be like, hell yeah, people the revolution, motherfucker.
And then to say that Africans in slavery right now, and I'm not disputing that, right? You know what I'm saying? And there are people that are out there fighting, you know what I'm saying, to free those people and to stop those things that were going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And again, I always speak for the people. Do I want slavery to be going on anywhere? No, the fuck I don't. But is it happening? Yes, the fuck it is. But why is it happening? And then you keep saying that black people sold black people into slavery first. No, that's not even.
Right, I love that talking point. That's the one they always go back to.
Not even fucking true though. But that's not even fucking true. That's not even true. Now, how black folks may have sold other tribes or any people, you know, yeah, but we Like
right, but your ancestors sold the goddamn world, stole their resources. Let's talk about Contra. Let's talk about the Suez Canal. Let's talk about motherfucking Panama Canal. Let's talk about all the other poor countries that y'all fucking took that couldn't defend their motherfucking selves. Called them savages, gave them a fake slave Bible and shit. Let's talk about it.
Doors, you make Trump supporters look bad, man. Fuck y'all, because I'm mad. Y'all, Doors, you just made us look bad, man.
No, he didn't. Made us look honest and truthful because like this is the truth. We're not lying. He not saying that we're lying, is he? Hell no. It is what it is. But they want to make it look like it's race. But let me tell you something. Dr. Neely Fuller said racism controls all levels of activity. So it is what it is. We got to talk about this shit regardless. I'm sorry, Doors. I'm sorry. But your ancestors caused this. And we got to be the ones that finish this shit. And the ones that's on our side that we can work together because we all got to live on this planet together. We already know the big picture. The big picture is unity and love. But at the end of the day, your ancestors don't want that shit. They want chaos, peace, division, and confusion. And for us to trigger this race war so they can trigger martial law and have a real justification of killing us. I know what they're doing. I know the game plan. So that's why I say end it all. Kill the evil that runs this world, not kill all white people. Just kill the evil that runs this planet. Whew. Now do you understand, Doors, or are you still stupid? Mic drop. Boom. Explosion.
That bitch ass nigga, man. He sure did too. He said that. Good way to avoid. See. I'm going to pill it. Fuck it. I'll pill it.
Yep, up here.
Yeah, I'll pill it and see what they say. I'll pill it. But what's crazy is why come here? Like, what the fuck? Why come here?
And you know, you put yourself on the chopping block, man. Nigga, all I gotta do is make a phone call and your ass will get. I'm good. Now I can't say shit. You feel me? Fuck all the other shit. Now I can't say shit.
why even come over here and try to be involved in the car? And then every time you come, you always with that bullshit ass, like with the dumb shit. Like, bro, you're not even never on. Get the fuck on, bro. Stay away from here, bro. Like,
right, that's agent shit. If like you talk about the top and you motherfucker talk about some other shit, yeah, you know, that's some agent shit.
Just get on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just stay gone. I don't even give a fuck about losing you as a subscriber. You feel me? Like, honestly, bro, because it's like, again, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you hit this panel, man, and you talking your shit, talk your shit. Explain. Let me understand. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. I'm not saying that I agree with anything. And again, like, you know, or disagree, but talk your shit. Get it out. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And Doris, respectfully, man, if you still listening somewhere, please don't come back over here. Please. I'm just saying, please don't come back over here, man. I would just fucking greatly appreciate if you just never came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, respectfully. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, respectfully. Just don't even come back.
For real. It's like niggas scared to hear the truth with a motherfucking angry tone. That's all. It's like it's like it is what it is.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, check my channel, see if I gotta appeal some shit. Because I'm live on my channel too. So these motherfuckers ain't ready. Oh shit, my phone about to die. Oh shit.
Hey man, but you know what, man? Great conversation before your phone died, just in case it do die. Great conversation, great discussion, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't saying that I'm fully aboard on with your ideologies and philosophies, but I do think you have some great points of contention that You know what I'm saying? It needs to be looked into, and needs to be
Yep.
put together. You know what I'm saying, in a way that can be conducive to the community and to society. You know what I'm saying, and your people and your culture as a whole. As far as change, elevation, progress, and growth goes. You know what I'm saying, but again, how you do it, how you work it, you know what I'm saying, is how you do it and how you work it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad
Yep.
at that. I ain't mad at that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at the Charlie Kirks of the world. Listen, I ain't mad at none of the people. You know what I'm saying? Doors, I don't see you getting up here talking about the little white motherfuckers that go shoot up the schools and shit like that and all this old goof ass shit, but you want to come up here and have something to say about somebody who's fed up with bullshit in the world and how they being treated. Like how do you know, like, these are, he could be talking about personal instances that happened in his life, brother, that he wants to, well, sir, well, no, dude, that he wants to, you know what I'm saying, talk about and get off. And this is the way that he feels as though, you know what I'm saying, these motherfucking problems should be handled. You can't be mad at him for that. Just like you ranted, raved, and, flag my channel. You know what I'm saying? But hey, hey, I tell you about
Yeah, but
white folks.
y'all culture the biggest pedophiles, biggest rapists. Y'all teachers are fucking the students. Y'all, like, come on now.
I mean,
We
that
can't
happens
retaliate.
everywhere. That happens everywhere. That happens everywhere. I will
Ye-
say.
Yes, it happens everywhere, but like that's just put in the context of this country, what we see mostly on the television. It
I
wasn't no
mean,
black folks in no Epstein files. Let's just keep it a buck.
but we also have to understand that we're outnumbered. It's not like, you feel me. We're not the fucking the majority. So of course, the majority is going to be more of that with them than it is with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I feel you, but we got the strength of 10 men. Believe it. Believe in yourself.
No, I ain't talking about the fight. I'm talking about all the
We
shit
can make some bombs in this
going
bitch.
on.
I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about, bearded though.
Yeah. Mm. But and again, for people, and again, y'all always say, why do you have to make it about race? Are y'all serious? Like, can
Right. Read
someone?
about Dr. Dealey Fuller, y'all. Read Dr. Dealey Fuller. It's gonna always
But
be
I
about
challenge
race until
any
they address
PhD.
their people. Talk to your people. That's all I gotta say. Talk to your boy. Tell him to
But I
stop.
but I challenge anyone to come up here to tell me who makes that statement. Well, why did you like? How do you figure that it's not about race? How do any person that says that figure that it's not about race? Can anyone in the chat, anyone that's watching, can you call anybody to come up here and tell me, when a person says, why do you always make it about race? How can you give me some real justification that doesn't make it about race? In any way, shape, form, or fashion. I ain't talking about the initial point, the ending point, the middle point. Explain to me how at all that nothing is about race. From the transatlantic slave trade to the conquering of people throughout history, tell me how this doesn't identify with race. Everything is. Everything. I mean, every fucking thing, bro. And you got to know that, because even if so they say that black folks, Asian folks, and, well, not Asian folks, but, well, in America, we're the minority. You think people who aren't the minority gives a fuck about the minority if they're the majority? Not saying all, but no, they don't. It's like, if you got a fucking $1 million right now, Doris, I guarantee you, it's half your fucking family you probably wouldn't even fuck with. Are you racist? Are you a bigot? Are you prejudiced towards your own? See, and it's hard to say how you will feel, or because again, by you being who you are, you haven't been in a situation or predicament as people on this panel to speak and say the things that you say. Yeah, you can go back and revert or Africans sold each other into slave. Who gives a fuck? We weren't even talking about that. You come in on the ass end of the conversation and you're interjecting. Go back and rewatch. And then you say Nolan Wells conspiracy theories. There's no conspiracy theories here. Everything that's being played from this young lady, these are all and this man. You feel me? They both saying that, well, he's saying that he has facts, and she's saying, well, and she's asking questions. Where's the conspiracy theories? I never said no one killed no one. I never said this was a race trial. I didn't say anything. But I like it when you get in the chat, man. You help my chat move along, man. So big ups to you for that. And I hope you hit the like button before you unsubscribe. Yeah, man. Carry your ass back over there with Goat Mike. That's where you belong, man. Or go carry your ass to a suburban sector. You don't belong over here, brother. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, you don't belong here, man. You know. I appreciate you for, being in the building when you was in the building. But yeah, brother, I don't think you belong here, man. I think it's you know what I'm saying, just that you go find a place where you can be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get up out of here. We appreciate you.
These black guys are threatening. Just like a guy. Oh my God, I was threatened.
Crazy.
Hurricane talking too reckless. Oh yeah. Because at the end of the day, let's talk about what they don't want to talk about. Y'all afraid of us doing what the fuck y'all done to us. Oh yeah. They don't want to talk about that. Because after what we fucking been through in slavery and all the shit, I'm talking about all the detailed shit and all the documented shit, y'all afraid of us doing that same shit to y'all. And on a 10 times worse level, because you know why? These YNs, they're getting more crazier by the day. So picture them savage and ready for war. Directed in your direction. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that. That's a fear that they have. That's why the fucking cop with the gun on him, like, I felt intimidated and threat. Like, bitch, how? You got the gun. This motherfucker's unarmed. He can strong arm me. He can take me down. That's why they pull up guns drawn, ready to blast. Like, goddamn. But fuck, man, let me get up out of here, man. I gotta charge this phone up. I'm at like 11%.
All right, my boy.
Shout out to everybody coming through. Everybody, shout out everybody. Hit the like button. All I gotta say is just like look up what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, make sure
you don't gotta be radical. But like long as y'all say fuck the government, I'm cool.
Hey man, make sure you drop your channel in the chat, man, so people can go check you out. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And watch what you do, man. Well, I don't know if you want to drop it in the chat because he flagging motherfuckers and shit like that.
Oh shit, yeah. Fuck man, catch me at Hurricane JW2. Let's go. Man, as a matter of fact, I've been talking a lot of shit. I'm due for a fucking strike. Or a flagging. Let's dance. Let's dance.
Make sure y'all go tap in the Hurricane JW, man. That's the name of his YouTube channel, man. Go check him out, man. He got a lot of good content, a lot of good conversation over there, man. Listen, if you ain't got thick skin and you wear your heart on your sleeve, don't go. But if you ain't with that program, man, go on over there, man, and check him out. You feel me?
Thanks, bro. Good looking out. Shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel. I don't know the guy name that was on the panel, but like shouts out the dude too.
Tribe of Judah.
All right, for sure, bro. Shouts out. Great questions, great conversation. It's just like, like I wish that people don't think we racist for calling out racism. It don't make no sense. It's like y'all need to know the difference. If y'all claim y'all smart and intelligent, then like know the difference between on what someone is calling out and what someone is actually doing. Because like real shit, like y'all don't want to see racism from me because I used to be that. I used to watch the motherfucking shit. It was called Eyes on the Prize back in the 3rd or 4th grade, and I was angry after what I saw what happened to Emmett Till. I was like, oh fuck this. In this 3rd, 4th grade, I was ready to blast. I've been a revolutionary since 14. But it's like, but like since like third or fourth grade, I was traumatized. It's like, man, we need to stop this shit. And then, older over time, I started meeting people. I traveled the country, and and start realizing, not everybody is racist. And then I looked up the Baker's Rebellion, all histories of revolutionaries and wars. I'm like, oh shit, this Baker's Rebellion? I'll fucks with this. Because we all going through the same shit and we can all take down the government together. But it's like, fuck it, let's keep us divided and confused. I'm trying to end all that and let's work together, So, but yet I'm still a racist though. That's they don't understand.
They understand what they want to understand, my boy. You feel me? And that's okay.
But
that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I do know that, what I'm saying, people understand what they want to understand, and that's okay, man. You feel me? Hey, but man, big shout out to my boy Hurricane JW, man, for stepping through. Like again, man, make sure y'all go tap in. Jordan, put his link to the channel. I mean, put his link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go tap in, subscribe, man, and rock out with him, man. You feel me? He might turn you into a revolution.
Right. I ain't trying to radicalize nobody, but y'all got to look for the research yourself. But best believe, just like Tupac said, I ain't trying to change the world. I'm sparking the brain that will change the world. I'm trying to change the world for the revolution. And plus, he also said, if y'all kill him, y'all ain't gonna want to see the next guy. I'm the next motherfucker. But I say this humbly. I am one of many because I know I'm not the only one that thinks like this. But I know for a fact I might be the one that triggered this shit. Salute everybody. I'm out.
All right, my boy. Peace. Man. Yeah, man. That goes link to his channel right there, man. Make sure y'all go tap in with my boy Hurricane Jordan. Put your link in the chat too, man. If y'all, smooth, easy, you know what I'm saying? Funk music, man. You feel me, Jordan? Tap in to Jordan, man. Oh man, listen, that was a great conversation, man. But let's get back to this Nancy Grace video, man. I like that little conversation we had. We're gonna play a little bit more of this video before we get up out of here. But tap in, chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me.
And it shows all the occupants on the boat, and Nolan was not there. And so if a person thinks that they've heard something on the audio, they have to compare it with context. Maybe they said, "Is it dead?" talking about items that could potentially have died or damaged on the boat, given the fact that they were sinking. So I think people need to put this in context and reevaluate what they're listening to on the video, because if you are going to make a staunch stance in the wrong direction, in my opinion, by saying they're obviously talking about Nolan, it is incredibly impossible. One more thing real quick, that when you look at where they were at when they made the phone call and their GPS coordinates, it literally put them on the island. And we know, and not on the physical island, but really close proximity to the island. And we know, because we have another video of Nolan being out there and also all the other boats surrounding him, that this would have had to happen very near to hundreds of people in hundreds of different boats. So somebody would have seen something if there was a dramatic commotion like this occurring on that boat.
I hear what you're saying, Officer Brandon Tatum. That last part that you said, that there were hundreds of people around and they would have seen what happened, that part, I disagree with that. John Mobley joining us, veteran trial lawyer out of South Carolina. John, take off your defense hat one moment and let's address that statement. Do I have to say Tupac? That just comes off the top of my head. Crimes happen all the time in a crowded area and nobody sees anything. Either they say they didn't see anything, or they really didn't see anything, because it all blends in. Right? It all blends in. I've had a little boy thrown off the 3rd level of the Mall of America, almost to his death. He did die and he was brought back to life. Nobody saw what happened. A guy threw him over. People were all over the mall. The food court was crowded. Nobody saw. I had like 2 witnesses. So
it's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record, just hit rec to capture high-quality audio and video, all from the comfort of, anywhere. Even if the only camera you have is on your phone. With Riverside, you'll still look like a pro. The equipment doesn't matter. You'll get a professional-looking podcast using anything you already have at home. When it comes to editing, it's truly idiot-proof. Even with zero experience, you can create content like an experienced editor using Riverside's AI tools and intuitive editing features. Get transcriptions automatically and use them to edit just like a doc. Or use the chapter timeline, which makes it easier to skim and scan. Ready to share? It's okay if you don't have an audience yet. Everyone needs to start somewhere, and Riverside has the perfect tools to help you reach them, like live streaming or automated social clips using AI to create engagement on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels. Your podcast really is just a click away with Riverside. Just bring your idea, and we'll do the rest. Try it now. It's free.
I built this website in 5 minutes with Wix Harmony. So I came across this image recently and thought to myself, what if I built an entire brand around this? And so I opened up Wix Harmony with one goal, to see how quickly I could turn a random idea.
I think part of it is, Mobley, you don't expect to see something. And so your mind is not interpreting, it's not intercepting what you're physically seeing. And again, we don't know what happened. We don't know why Nolan Wells has a red mark on the back of his occipital. We don't know. Was he hit? Did he fall? Then fall off a boat? It could have been any number of things, some nefarious, some an accident, some negligent. My point is, just because there's a lot of people around, that does not guarantee you witnesses, Mobley. You know that better than anybody with all the cases you've tried.
Well, Nancy, I got to call it like I see it. I think there are two things I want to say to address that. The first part, I would agree with you that, yes, a lot of people can be around and they can notice something, or something can happen rather, and people not see it. However, I think the way that the human mind works, we would all agree, is we perceive things all the time, okay? And we may perceive something that at the time we perceive it, it is not deemed significant. However, in this case, I do believe that if someone did see something that they didn't pay particular attention to involving Nolan Wells, once all of this has come out, the way the mind works is it'll trigger what they saw before, because now it becomes significant, okay? So I do agree that people can perceive things and not pay attention to them, but when something significant happens later, sort of like being robbed, you're not paying attention to what everybody's wearing, but if that when somebody robs you and later on you have to recall what that person was wearing, what they looked like, you can recall it because it's important at that point. But at the time they perceived it, it was not important. So that's what I want to make sure I discuss. And I do want to address, you talk about the red mark on the back of his head. I mean, I think that is a red herring. That's something that everybody kind of latched onto because they're so desperate for any information that might be related to the cause of his death. But even the only pathologist that conducted the autopsy did not
him up. Mobley, are you a medical doctor? Yes, no.
I know how to examine forensic evidence based on the countless homicides that I've
Listening,
tried.
not hearing, yes, no. You're not a medical doctor.
I'm a jurist.
Are you a medical examiner?
I am not.
No. Put up the back diagram, the back of the head of Nolan Wells from the second autopsy right now. You know what? I give it to you, Mobley. You're a great trial lawyer. A medical examiner, you ain't. And I don't know why you're saying people are latching onto this, grabbing at straws. I'm looking right at it, man. Should I believe you or my lying eyes? I am looking at the second autopsy. And I have questioned multiple actual medical examiners, actual doctors that say that means something. Put him up again. In what world? In what world would the first medical examiner remove Nolan's throat if it did not have something probative about it, something that proves something? Did they remove his toe? No. His elbow? No. His eyeball? His nose? No. They took his throat. Do not tell me that a medical doctor, which you are not, took the throat out of this young man because it what mean.
So, and let me say this, and this is again, I don't have any proof. Again, I'm not the investigators, I'm not the police, I'm not the medical examiner. Could it be that, his head or the back of his head, that part of his head was on the boat and he was getting choked? You feel me? How you getting choked and your head leaning back against something? So could that mark been an impression from the boat, from where he was on the boat? You feel what I'm saying? Why he was getting choked? And I'm not saying he was getting choked. But I'm just throwing out, I'm saying, I'm just throwing stuff out there, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not trying to be conspiratorial because I don't know exactly, no one knows what the fuck happened, right? So all this is speculation and guesstimation. I don't know who did what. Shit, for as far as we know, it could have been a girl. Like, we don't know, right? But we just guesstimate. Like, if you give me a situation and you say, like, I went on a job for CETA, and without me being an actual professional, they gave me like like a model of a crib, so certain shit. And just by looking at the crib, they wanted me to assess the crib. It's the same thing with this shit. We not there, but we are assessing what we can see, and we know we coming up with different things. So, I mean, I don't know why they kept the neck or the throat or whatever the case may be. They say it's customary and common. Some people say it's not. Who
It's
knows?
nothing. And then, you know what? I can't even hear you. Straight out to Joe Scott Morgan joining us, professor of forensics, death investigator. That second doctor did not highlight that in red for nothing. That doctor is not grabbing at straws, as Mobley said. I don't know why he's saying that.
No, you're right. He has purpose. We have purpose in everything that we do in the medical legal world. And so when you see this highlighted area, it's unique in the way he has diagrammed it here. He even demonstrates it that it has almost like margins to it. And, that's what has left a big question for us, because it's not like it's diffuse all over the place where you've got these kind of spotty alignments. He's got a margin. It almost looks like a rectangle, doesn't it? But when we begin to see things like that, we think about patterns. And that's some of the questions that have yet to be answered. But what he does say in his relative to the second examination is that he did a multi-layered dissection. Now, this area had not been dissected by the ME's office in Mississippi. So what he's doing is he's going layer by layer. We're talking about the skin. We're talking about the subcutaneous fat. We're talking about the musculature that's under there. And yes, there is musculature under there. And what his conclusion is, Nancy, is that there's significant decomposition at this point in time. So he cannot make a determination about these markings one way or another. He needs more information. And admittedly, in the second autopsy, he says this is pending investigation. And that's key here.
Okay. Joe Scott Morgan.
Yes.
He, the first medical examiner, removed the throat.
Yes.
No other part of the body, except for the lungs, removed the throat and the lungs. We know why he took the lungs. I don't have to be a death investigator like yourself with 10,000 death investigations under my belt to know why he took the lungs, to see if no one drowned. But the fact that someone has lungs full of water does not tell me how they got in the water. Did he fall? Was he hit? Was he held under? Was it an accident? Did you see that video? Pull it up if you can, control room, of all those ships, all those boats out there. If he was between one of those boats, lost his footing, went under, got the riptide, no one may have noticed. All right? No one may have noticed. Look at all that. And there were apparently 300 or so people out there. This is just a tiny microcosm. It's July the 4th. Everybody's at Horn Island having a good time. So it could be any number of ways he landed under the water. But my point is, that's why they took the lungs. Why? The throat.
Well, because the throat and the throat area, as you're referring to it as, it's actually the organs of the neck. We're talking about the larynx, the pharynx, our windpipe, essentially, and everything else that's connected therein. That's the conveyance to get into the lungs. So one of the things, what they're looking at here, Nancy, to put it very bluntly, is they're looking for any possibility that his breathing could have been compromised. Well, how is that compromised? Well, when you begin to think about, if you put your hand in the midline of your throat, right here, okay, you begin to think about the trachea, which is encompassed right here. Was it compromised in any way? Are there any focal areas of hemorrhage? Has it been crushed? You would go up into the neck. I suspect that the tongue was probably removed as well. You're going to look at the hyoid, which did not accompany the body. But all of this has been retained. There's nothing abnormal about the state retaining the organs of the neck. This happens very, very frequently in cases like this because they want to be able to go back and examine it. And also for the future, they either want to get a consult on it or it has evidentiary probative value here moving forward with any kind of case in the future.
For just $67, you can generate as many videos as you want and never have to worry about shipping.
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here. If you are a homeowner, you probably thought, should I call American Financing? $800. And if you start today, you may $23.34 in details / good luck.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
All right. Well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either. I think it's Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership like guaranteed. I don't
All
have
right.
the tag on
Unless you
here.
have
We
a
got
membership
ripped off.
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
All right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How
on
many?
board.
All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
We're bringing in our forensics experts, but back to Brandon Tatum, former police officer, Tucson PD. He is the star of the Officer Tatum on YouTube. He has interviewed Nolan's friends. Okay, you're saying that I am looking at, and others are looking at this out of context. My mind is open. You may be right. And I believe, Officer Tatum, you are specifically referring to the words. Let's see the transcript of the audio as I read this, please. You're referring to alleged statements. Sure, he's dead. Is he dead? Nolan. OMG. Nolan, don't die. Then wake the F up. I thought he was on the check his chest. Now, to you, Officer Tatum, you believe that there is an innocent explanation. My mind is open. And that innocent explanation would be what?
Well, I think that if you are convinced without context that they are talking about Nolan, you're going to hear certain things and perceive it. I mean, the bilge pump is damaged. They could have been saying, don't die, or is it dead, referring to the bilge pump or the bilge pump. And they could have been talking about a battery. They could have been saying no, and people think they said Nolan. The only reason that I deviate from the transcript is because there are witnesses that have said they've seen Nolan after the boys had already left and after the call was already made. And also, I put my detective mind on when I look at the reasoning, but why would they be calling and giving GPS coordinates and talking to this dispatch for 8 minutes if their best friend, whom I've spoke to these boys, they showed me pictures, they were emotional about Nolan's death. I was there during the funeral, at least there with them when the funeral was going on, and they were devastated that they couldn't go to his funeral. I perceive that it doesn't make sense if they had killed their friend in a malicious way or he was dead, that they wouldn't just simply ask for help instead of trying to cover it up and calling for a tow and talking for 8 minutes. I mean, all of those things, plus the witnesses, it just doesn't add up. And I just wish people be open-minded to saying, let me rewatch it and let me put it within context that Nolan cannot be on the boat because witnesses seen him afterwards. And let me re-listen to it and try to put it in perspective.
So you're saying witnesses saw him afterwards, after that call, or did you mean to say witnesses saw him elsewhere?
Yeah, no, witnesses saw him on the island after the call. After the boys had left around 4:30, witnesses have seen Nolan alive on the island after that. So, you know, that puts Nolan alive after that. And I think that people should be focused on, okay, now let's interview and talk to people and consider what did they see, because we're already past the point of Warren and Wyatt's boat and all of those things being involved.
Officer Tatum, I had so many trial judges from all the cases I tried in different courtrooms, but one particular judge, my favorite, Luther Alverson, he had a particular jury charge. And I've heard it so many times, I've memorized it. He said to the jury at the end of the case, after the closings, it is your duty to make all witnesses speak the truth and impugn perjury on no one. So what I'm trying to do is reconcile what you're saying with what I'm hearing. I hope Nolan Wells died by accident, but I'm not shutting down our crime stories investigation until I know. Now, I want to address this sound. To Joe Scott Morgan, a professor of forensics, Jacksonville State University, author of Blood Beneath My Feet on Amazon. At Jacksonville State University, they have a world-class CrimPro lab and setup. In fact, I've called on Morgan many times to help me recreate crimes in their labs. Star of Body Bags with Joe Scott Morgan. Joe Scott, you've been on so many death scenes, trying desperately to get to my experts, but I got to lay the foundation, as I would do in court, before I bring in a piece of evidence. Joe Scott, people do crazy things when somebody dies. They panic. They think it's their fault, whether it is or it isn't. They get rid of the body. They lie. They do all sorts of things. The cover-up is very often worse than what the initial incident was. People panic. So the reaction of the friends to Nolan potentially having passed, that reaction doesn't mean that much to me, because you don't know what somebody's going to do under those circumstances. So hearing them on the boat, I hear what Tatum is saying, and it's reasonable. But how people act in that scenario is not always reasonable.
No, it's not, particularly when they're faced with somebody that's in distress and they are under the influence of alcohol. And that's going to play a huge role in this from an investigative standpoint. And not to mention, probably a group of people that don't have a lot of experience with alcohol. We're talking about a group of underage kids. We're not talking about upper end college kids here. We're talking about kids that are 18 years old. They've been getting hammered out there on this island, and that's a problem, Nancy.
This scope is the most savage gadget I've ever seen, but because of its insane zoom power, it might get banned soon.
My bad, y'all.
Well, you're right. Okay, not that Tatum, in his own right, is not an expert. He's a former police officer with Tucson. Joe Scott, an expert. Mobley, an expert. But now let's go to our digital experts. First, Todd Shipley joining us, digital cybercrime expert, former Detective Sergeant, Reno PD, 25 years in law enforcement, author of Surviving a Cyber Attack, Securing Social Media, Protecting Your Home, author of Investigating Internet Crimes, An Intro to Solving Crimes in Cyberspace. He says nothing he hears on this audio shows that the audio has been altered. Okay, Shipley, hit it.
Well, we have to look at the fact that the audio that we received is, again, one of those that was released by the press and is probably been stepped on multiple times. Just like we had last year with another famous
Did you say that was released by the press? Hold on, Tom. That was not released by the press.
It was
released to the press, but it was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. That was not released by the media.
Yes, Nancy, but TMZ in every station that's released it has put a copy that they've edited up online. And so we have this expectation bias that's there. So the audio obviously is real. It's been released, and the agency that released it said that it's a video or audio of the incident, but every version that we've seen has been stepped on multiple times. And so there's an expectation bias when you start putting up audio translations that you believe is there, and everybody then has this confirmation of that this is what's said. Now, we have to go back to the original audio from the government agency to get the information that we need to prove what's there in the audio, because multiple pieces released through press stations online don't always have the exact audio we want. There's already been speculation that some of the different audio, like TMZ's and the others, are a little bit edited, and they always are, because you put them on there for a specific purpose. And adding the edited versions of what you think are the audio does not necessarily mean that that's what it is. We can look at the audio and find out what's there, but we've got to look at the original version.
Hi, guys. American homeowners. The FBI has been warning about a type of real estate. Good luck. Dave Mack, Crime Stories investigative reporter. Was the version that we are playing tonight altered in any way by the Crime Stories staff?
No. What we did, Nancy, is we used an old school technique to bring out the audio in the background. You have AI enhancements now that are, you just cannot trust the AI because it inserts its own thoughts into it, But when you go old school on this, you isolate and filter. You use an EQ, equalization, to filter, to cut out the low rumble below 80 hertz. You cut out the high hiss above 8 hertz. This gives you the chance to hear that background a little more clearly. Then you boost the mid-range frequency. That's between 300 hertz and 3400 hertz. That matches the mid-range of human speech. Then you apply a simple high-pass filter that removes the constant deep humming or any other extraneous noises that are constant. And this does not alter the content. It merely enhances the content. So when you ask, did we edit or alter? No, we merely enhanced it using basic tools that are used in every production department around the world.
This is like when you're playing music, you turn up the bass or turn down the bass. Or Dave Mack, I believe the correct answer would be HELLNO, because if Tatum is right, I want to hear it. Okay, joining us now, in addition to Brandon Tatum, Joe Scott Morgan, John Mobley, now with us, Robert Freed, joining us out of Long Island, certified forensics analyst, EVP of forensics, and chief investigative officer at Page One Inc., author of 5 books, including Forensics Data Collections 2.0, and a book series, and his website is forensicsbyfreed.com, F-R-I-E-D, Freed. Okay, you say there are a lot of red flags. What are they?
Absolutely. Nancy, what I look at evidence is it possible to authenticate the evidence, the information that's being provided? Think about when you download software from a website. Many websites give you a value next to that file because they want you to know that what you're downloading can be kind of authenticated or validated. When we're receiving audio like this from the source, it would be good and proper if people are going to start looking at this and doing examinations to actually apply some kind of hash value or some kind of way to uniquely identify this particular file as an original so people can validate what they're looking at. Number two, I would also want to look at, what tools people have used, if anything, to basically either analyze or enhance. Now, anybody can use any tools out there, but are they using a tool that's forensically sound, that's defensible, that passes the FRI standard in terms of the methodology?
Okay, you got to speak English to me, man. Are you saying that what Dave Mack's team did is acceptable?
The self-fitting dentures my neighbor recommended finally arrived.
Tell you an industry secret, 90% of
So my whole thing is no documentation, no evidence. What did Dave Mack's team specifically do? Did they write down those steps that anybody can reproduce what they did? And if we can reproduce it,
yes, they did,
in a process and share that, then that's great. I'm seeing a lot of versions of these videos online with redactions, with phone numbers being withheld.
Put him up, please. Put him up. What videos? Because I'm specifically referring to the audio. I've seen all those videos. They're AI. They're not real. I've seen a video of a young man face down on the beach being attacked by a horde of people. That's not Nolan. That's from a different date. I'm speaking specifically about the audio that Tatum is referring to.
Yes. So with that, one of the specific aspects of that is authenticating again where it was received. Is there a digital fingerprint associated with that particular audio? What tools were used and what specific enhancements were done where to bring out that specific those specific segments that were enhanced?
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you, Robert Freed, and understand, I'm not disagreeing with you, but my question is, what are the red flags that concern you about this audio? Now, Tatum says the audio is fine. It's just they're not talking about Nolan. They're talking about the bilge pump or the battery or the engine. And you're taking it, some people are taking it in the wrong context. I'm not taking it in any context. I'm trying to find out, what am I hearing? So that's Tatum's take, okay? Shipley says, I think it's legit. You're saying it may not be legit because of red flags. The fact that it is or not authenticated, how it's been enhanced, that's a concern. What do you see as a problem? One thing I noticed you said earlier before tonight is that on the TMZ version, there's an additional 20 seconds. I've got a problem with that. Hold on. Mobley, I'd have a problem with that if somebody gave me, let's just say, a bank robbery video, and then I find out there's 20, 30 seconds missing. Oh, no. You have to have it all. And the last thing I want is somebody adding in video. So that's a red flag to me. That's one of Freed's observations.
And so, this is what I think. I think that, both of these gentlemen make excellent points, but they're missing the link to tie it all together. And that's what's important.
And let me guess, you, John Mobley, are the only one that knows the missing link. Okay, I got to hear this. Go ahead.
Well, what you need to do when you have that audio is, irrespective of the method that was used to enhance it, because just because it's enhanced, I don't see it something that's being used in the courtroom as much as the newsroom. But you want to take that audio and then you go back to the witnesses, okay? And you want to make sure you interview them separately, not together, because you don't want them to somehow commingle in their stories, but ask them separately. Play the audio for the witnesses that were on the boat, play it for them separately, individually, and ask them to corroborate what they're saying, okay? And what's going to happen is
Tatum said he did that. Yeah, you're right, Mobley. With that, I agree. Back to you, Robert Freed. Given what Tatum, Shipley, and Mobley are saying, the red flags, let's go with that TMZ version. What about that? Is that a concern?
Yeah, I mean, I heard hold music when that started, and there's a lot of commotion going on in the background. It's really difficult to actually say, what people are actually saying in those particular versions yes, you do need to apply filters. You do need to apply different ways to focus in on it. But my whole thing with the different audios that are out there are that people are doing enhancements. They're posting this. They're doing amateur methodologies, and they're putting it out there saying, this is what you need to hear. Take a look. They're putting the words out there before people are even listening to the video. So it's automatically setting the stage for everybody to start paying attention to things a little bit more. But again, if you have to go back to looking at this from the source, that's the best bet, because that's going to allow you to look at this unfiltered. And that's probably what law enforcement has. You know, there could be snippets that are missing in those specific moments that are redacted, for example, that may hold more clues that we're not hearing. We don't know exactly what's said in those moments that we don't have full access to.
Okay, that is an interesting point. That could be very probative. Of course, enhancements are used in court all the time, so a jury can hear what's being said. There's nothing wrong with that. But as you say, Freed, you have to authenticate and explain what you did, like we just had Dave Mack explain. And yes, it was all written down, FYI. But
excellent.
You stated that on an earlier occasion, much of this tape, this audio was redacted. How do you know anything was redacted, or are you guessing?
Well, the phone numbers, you can hear the cuts in the phone numbers where they say, what's your phone number? What's your account number? And it's basically blank. It's not anything. It's silent. So right there, you know, we're missing the account number, the private information, but we're also missing what else is going on in the background. You know, within a couple of seconds, people can say something that would be really important. We're not getting that full picture.
Let's hear it one more time. You be the judge.
CISO assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Angles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
All right. Well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either. I think it's. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like guaranteed. I don't have the tag
unless
on
you
here.
have a
We got
membership
ripped off.
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
Look here. This isn't just an ordinary denture, but the globally popular Flexible Smart Custom Denture Kit.
All right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How
on
many?
board.
All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
Is it real? Is it altered? Is it probative? Does it prove anything? Is it a bombshell? If you know or think you know anything about the death of this young star athlete, Nolan Wells, please dial 228-769-3063. It doesn't matter what the information is, as long as it's the truth. There is a $125,000 reward. We remember American hero, Lieutenant Eric Lloyd, Vegas Metro PD, passed away in the line of duty, leaving behind a wife turned widow, Mindy, and children, Cassie and Stephanie. American hero, Lieutenant Eric Lloyd. Thank you to our guests, but especially to you for being with us tonight as we continue the investigation into the death of Nolan Wells. Nancy Grace signing off for tonight, but I'll see you tomorrow night. And until then, good night, friend.
Nancy, man. But yeah, man, it's been a lot about with this Nolan Wells case, man. And again, like I want to say, man, I'm not accusing anybody. That young man went out on a boat with. I'm not even accusing the young man that they saying could potentially be involved in it. You know, I think ultimately at the end of the day, people just want answers, honest answers. And I think they want the investigation to be handled with a sense of clarity, a sense of urgency, a sense of empathy, a sense of genuineness that's going to be honest and give the best results to the unalived family member. Man, again, RIP to Nolan Wells. Condolences to his family. And anytime things like this come about to y'all, I want to let this be known. I don't think anyone wants this to be a circus. I don't think anyone wants this to be a show. You know, um, I don't think the mom or the dad or the stepdad woke up one day and said, "Okay, well, we're gonna send Nolan on a trip with his friends, and we're expecting him to, come back unalived, and we're gonna hire Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, and we're just gonna cause an uproar in Ocean Springs, Mississippi." I don't think they woke up with that on their minds that day. I don't think Nolan Wells woke up with not coming back home to his family that day. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I do know. Those are the things that we as the public know that's absolute, that Nolan Wells didn't return home. We do know that Nolan Wells did go on a trip with a so-called group of friends or individuals that they keep calling his friends. Those are the facts. We just heard the CETO call that hasn't been doctored. Well, I don't know if it's been doctored again. And it's easily a quick subpoena to the company because all calls are recorded. You know what I'm saying? To know if that call actually took place, and the call with the grandfather and the captain, and again, like I say, a lot of these things could not mean anything, or a lot of these things could mean a lot, even if it was an accident, like she was trying to state earlier. And there was a bunch of boats and shit out there. Anything, like Nancy said, anything could have happened. He could have slipped and fell up underneath the boat. But even with that, tell me nobody's seen shit. Nobody. And again, I know these type of things happen, but there's too many people around. It's too many. It's just too many people around. So I don't think if this accident happened or if this purposeful act happened to him, I don't think it happened around a bunch of people. I'm not saying that they were off in a secluded place on the island, none of that. But, we just don't know. But like I say, what we do know is that he did go on this trip. What we do know is that he didn't come home from this trip. So something happened, right? Can we all agree whether you want to say it's a race thing, whether you don't want to say it's a race thing, whatever the hell you think, we can all agree that something happened, right? And again, we can all agree that it could have been an accident or it could have been some type of harm done. Just because they ruling out foul play doesn't mean it wasn't no foul play. How many cold cases are there that hasn't been solved? Like we got to stop with this madness when we say people coming out here giving. And don't get me wrong, yes, of course I don't like it. And I don't think it's fair that people just come and just say things, right? And we go for it and believe it without actually doing the logic. Because it's one thing to say something to a group of people, and then it's another thing for those group of people to not logically, cognitively use their fucking brain to dissect and analyze and come together. So that's why I say I don't know, and I'm not going to say that these boys did anything, but what I can say, just from the inconsistencies in the case with Nancy Grace and other content creators that come up here and report the story, is that something happened and something went wrong. And now, to the degree of how they're going to go by the investigation and finding these things out, that's the most important fact. And again, I know Mississippi has history. That's the first thing that we as a people are going to say. And and guess what? We're valid in saying that. I believe people are valid in saying that. Look, it's Mississippi, for God's fucking sake. Mississippi burning. We know what going on. Hell, we ain't got to be Mississippi. We just know what going on, period, right? Just like when a young man came up here and flagged my channel, because he didn't like the things that Hurricane was saying. Respectfully, why flag the channel? Just unsubscribe, go somewhere else, don't come back, don't watch. Because you're not going to stop Hurricane from speaking his piece. You're not going to stop me from bringing other people on my platform. I didn't have white folks up here that speak out. I don't give a fuck. Nah, but because you're a white person and you don't believe, get the fuck out of here, bro. I hope he never comes back. You know what? I take that back. Come back as much as you want to. Just continue to hit that like button and give me that watch time. Because if you're not upsetting someone doing this, you're not doing your job. I know we do this for peace. I know we do this for growth. I know we do this for elevation and enlightenment. But if you're not upsetting someone, you are not doing your job. You know, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, especially when we up here talking about Nolan Wells cases, especially when we up here talking about Carmelo Anthony cases. And again, I try to take and remove all the bias out of the situation. I always play the devil's advocate because guess what? You don't fucking know. Now, the law is the law. Certain things that are observable that you can see, hey. Now, just like with Carmelo, do I think he deserved 35 years? No. Do I think he deserved some time for stabbing that young man? Yes. Because that shouldn't have been the first thing in your fucking mind to stab somebody. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I'd have been in a situation where I've been surrounded by motherfuckers and I had to fight my way up out of it, or I had to run. Either way, I didn't pull out a knife and stab. I didn't put out a gun and shoot. And again, certain people do different things. But but if we're going to be logical and according to the law, it's a certain way you have to handle yourself. Now we can say, well, we're under that law. Even if you were under my law, and I had rules and regulations, it's just still a certain way that you would have to handle yourself. Just a certain way you got to handle yourself. And I get it. Some people, oh man, Bearded, you bullshitting. Yada. No, I'm not bullshitting, bro. I got a channel. I got content. I got things I have to do and run. And I don't come up here just spewing the bullshit. I got on this Nolan Well case because it's a popular case. So, yeah, we going to push and we going to whoop the bam. But that's why I got on this. I don't get up here because I thought it was a race thing or because no. It's what's being talked about right now. So we're going to report on it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to watch other content creators and see what they have to say about it. We're going to invite people up on the panel and see what they have to say about it. And why? Let me get back to this other brother too. And why? Because we're up here showing concern for our ethnicity, for our racial group. Why does that bother you? Why do you even care? Why do you even have something to fucking say? If I'm not saying I'm coming to knock on your door and I'm finna take your children and unalive them, if I'm not saying I'm finna take you and unalive, no one said any of that. So why do you even care? Why you saying this is, we don't make things racial. Things are racial. Again, I challenge a PhD, a master degree, any fucking body, an audience anywhere. Go get somebody. Come up here and tell me how things are not racial. You can't tell me. There's no fucking way. I don't give a fuck if I got white, Mexican, Asian, African folk, FBA, ADOS, American Indian, whoever the fuck, anybody watching right now, get up on this panel, hit this fucking link and tell me how do you exclude racism for anything that's inside of this motherfucking United States Corporation of America. And fuck that. Fuck America for that standpoint. Anywhere in the fucking world. Tell me how is it not? That's why the fuck they invented social constructs. That's why you call yourself African American, Negro, this, that, the third, a Polish American, Mexican. That's why you call yourself these things. Because of the intended separation. And we just tend to always try to get back and gravitate towards the things that fuck us up. Hey, too much salt ain't good for you. Too much sugar ain't good for you. Too much starch ain't good for you. Why is it all the things that are of a certain particular color understanding are not good for you? Explain that. Don't sit up here and tell me, well, there's a lot of things that are good for you. I know that. But mainly the other substances that are of a certain particular color ain't good for you. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, real people, real time, man. We have real conversations, man. We talk about things. Listen, if you're not part of the conversation, don't speak on the conversation. Doors, you wasn't privy to this conversation, right? So you shouldn't have been speaking on the conversation. Even if you felt some type of way, keep that shit to yourself. Unsubscribe, go somewhere else. And that goes for any and everybody. You feel me? I could lose all my subscribers right now. Guess what? I'm still going to go live. I'm still going to come up here and I'm still going to talk about the same damn things. There are problems in the world. There are problems with people. There's problems with community. There are problems with ethnicity. There are problems with cultures and races, bro. This ain't to put a blame on a motherfucker. It's to say I'm tired of what's been going on. And how can I change what's been going on? So I can move forward, so my family can move forward, so that others that look like me and come after me can move forward. What are we going to put in play? I'm not saying come up here and unalive people and blow people up and do this and do that. No, that's the furthest thing from my fucking mind. If I could sit down and have, and again, you know, that's tricky. Sitting down, having conversations and divulging certain things about, you know what I'm saying, how you feeling in the directions that you're moving in. These type of things can be tricky. But so can war. So we got to understand, man, that at the end of the day, things have happened. And people try to find a way to move on from the things that have happened. And the hurricane way of moving on or fixing the problem or solution is his way. My way is my way. Doors, your way was bitching and whining in the chat. You know what I'm saying? About some shit that didn't have nothing to do with you. You know? Like you said, well, we ain't slaves. We not the parent. We not the children of slaves, right? So, well, goddamn it, were your people slave owners? Like, well, what? I'm trying to figure out where did it hit you so hard that you wanted to strike my page? You feel me? Oh, we're talking about we're racist. Get the fuck out of here. You can't come up here and say that none of these things in history didn't happen to a people that didn't look like you, that looked like us. I'm not saying slavery didn't exist. See, and that's the thing. You talking about slavery existed amongst a bunch of other people, right? Who gives a flying fuck? We're not talking about those people. I'm not those people, so why would I be talking about those people? I'm talking about my people and the things that happened to the people of my lineage, not no one else's. Just anyone can come up here. The Asians, I could be Asian and come up here. And guess what? My audience would be particularly Asian. And my Asian people would talk about the things and the atrocities that happened to them. I could have been a Khazar or any type of Jew, and I could have came up a Jewish person, and I could have came up here and talk about the atrocities that were done to me. And there are other channels where people go and talk that and have these conversations and discussions. They might not be as villain or as obscure or as profane or as, you know what I'm saying, maliciously articulate as my boy Hurricane was, but some are and some not. That's their battle. That's their struggle. If you don't want to watch, turn it off, go away, find you something else to do. I go on channels that I don't particularly like the FBA channels, and I try to talk to them, and I'm like, well, why the fuck do I? And I go back because I like to listen. But as far as having a conversation and integrating and getting it, once you see that you can't do that, you don't do that with those type of people. A conversation isn't meant to have with everybody. Understanding ain't meant to be understood for everybody. Love ain't meant for everybody. Hate ain't meant for everybody. A certain way of living a lifestyle ain't meant for certain individuals. To each his own. And you have to build upon that and make that positive and conducive to your family structure in order for you to let that shit resonate or to help that resonate out to the masses or to, you know, your small knit group. You know, you have to start within. And that's all we were doing. We were starting within. We're coming up with ways within us. We're talking about the traumas and the things that we or our people have suffered through to try to find a way to get up out of that. We're not talking about it as if we're playing victim. No, I'm not a fucking victim. I got a 5-bedroom fucking house. I got kids in college and I'm doing well. My kids are doing well. My family is doing well. We're doing well. We're doing great. I know a lot of Black excellence. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're saying. And we're not harping on that shit, but you have to understand the psychological constraints and the psychological warfare that's being played. It has to be talked about. It has to be hashed out. It has to be planned perfect in order for us to come up out of the situation that we are in. If you think you're in a situation, because some people don't think they in situations. Some people just go through this motherfucker living out like how they want to live. You feel me? And that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't come up here to preach. I didn't come up here to get all off into that. You know what I'm saying? Doris, I'm not going to apologize for anything that I said, and I hope you do stay away from the channel. You know, if that's what you want to do. You know, if you think this is a channel that's race bait, or you think this is a channel that's full of racist individuals, and that's not your cup of tea, stay away. You don't have to come back. You don't have to involve yourself, and that's for anybody. You know, if you don't like what a person's saying on the internet, or if you just don't happen to like what I'm saying, you can always cut me off. You can always scroll up. You can always go to the next channel. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, I enjoyed my time with y'all. Listen, go support those who support me, because I support them until further notice. And as always, like how I start my show, I'm going to end my show. Let's keep everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean the white people too, Doors. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Once again, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditation. And lastly, family, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget to master those 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Now, a lot of people say, well, the things you guys were talking about, how can you keep those 5 key components? How can you have peace, love, respect, inspiration, and motivation? How can you say keep everyone in your thoughts, prayers? Listen. This is a societal human thing. This is human nature. Unalivings, deaths, rapings, pillaging, roaming, conquering, it's not going to stop. It's not going to go in. I don't give a fuck how much you get on your hands and knees and pray to a Allah, to a Yeshua, to a Yahweh, to a Buddha, to a Sambo, to a Krishna, to whoever you choose, as it ain't going nowhere. And we got to deal with it. In some way, shape, form, we got to deal with it. You know? And I'm not saying that my brother's hurricane solution is the end all be all solution. I'm not saying that Miss Jen comments in certain things that she said was not the end all be all solutions. Let's come together and put all those solutions together so that we can create a code of conduct, as what Tribe of Judah was talking about. Not necessarily a certain predicated, dedicated religion that governs all, or that governs most of the world, or that's popularized. Same way they wrote some shit down on some paper. Same, well, papyrus or trees or in rock or on caves. Same way now we are able to publish things in our publications and edit. We should write something now that's conducive to whatever you want to call it. If you want to call yourself FBA, ADOS, American Indian, Native American, Indigenous, whatever you want to call yourself, to whatever land that you in, come together with the people of your state and come up with some state policies and treaties and make them recognizable. Make them to the point where the federal government can't do shit about it. Until we start making decisions and moves like that, and understanding mitigation and litigation and legalese and how to talk to them in their language, because we're under their rule and under their law. I'm not saying that we can't come up under it or we shouldn't rebel against it, but until we can play in they field, keep your fucking mouth closed. Sit back on the back burner and let the people who really trying to do this, do this. And if you don't understand, and if you have questions, and if you think someone is this or that, hit the panel, ask a question, see where they're coming from, try to understand. Don't just speak. Don't just be whiny in the chat. Don't tuck your tail or your head between your legs. You feel? But anyway, man, listen, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. Again, y'all, That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And don't forget to E40 that thing, man, and sprinkle a little support on top. Because a little support go a long, 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 long way, y'all. Hey, man, I enjoyed myself for these 3.5 hours with y'all, man. Family, hit that like button. Make sure y'all go tap in to Hurricane JW. Make sure y'all go tap in to Jordan, man, for that soulful music. Make sure y'all go tap into my Blood of TMB with Monkey Man 4.4 the podcast. And listen, man, make sure y'all tapping in every day of the strong. Saturday to Sunday, we got something going on for everybody, man. I don't give a fuck what color you are, man. Come in and conversate and listen. And I guarantee you, you're going to come out with something. You know what I'm saying? He said we wasn't having intelligent discourse. I believe some of the discourse was intelligent. It was just question. It was just theories. It was just understandings. That's how society is funded. Through shit like this, through things that what we're doing. So Doors, I beg to differ with you, brother. I beg to differ with you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to even invite you back to have a one-on-one with you, Doors. I would love for you to come back. I would like to have a one-on-one with you, and then I would love for you to have a one-on-one with my brother Hurricane. You know what I'm saying? But we can do that somewhere else because I don't, you know what I'm saying? But we can work that out, man. But yeah, people, man, listen, y'all know what it is, man. All superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music, man. So to all my superheroes, all my Beardonians, and all my beautiful people, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hey, same brown time, same brown channel. Y'all come brown now, you hear? Hey, and don't forget Doors. Like I tell everybody, those that fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway. Peace and love, family.
Guys, guys, yeah. Guys, 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 yeah. Guys, my name is Cito. Guys, guys, you already know that, dog. Guys. This the hottest show you gon' find around. If young niggas ain't known, you need to ask around. This is bearded conversation. It's all love and no hate. Around here we good, but we aim to be great. Dip back in the debate. Enjoy your Scooby snacks. Around here we just talk about this and all that. We talking real life every day and every night. And if you need the clear the air, you can bring your wife. We got church on Sunday, that's on the west side. We got virtual reality, in case you're scared of outside. See, we got what you need, and that's a guarantee. The best thing about it is absolutely free. Bearded conversations, all love ain't no haters. Enjoy Scooby snacks, while we get back to the business. Don't matter if you black or white. Who you think is wrong or who is right. These are just opinions, some inside from a different walk of life. Yo, see, my name is Cito. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, buy this man a coffee. Don't forget to lead over follow. Don't forget to love those that love you. And don't ever forget that you ain't never been richer than you are right now.
Video man, thumb up the video man. Like the video man, thumb up the video man.
Real quick. Hey, man, big ups to my co-host who ain't never in the building. Big shout out to Roscoe P. Big shout out to L Boogie. Big shout out to my co-host with the mostest, my little one, AJ. I love you, son. Big shout out to all my Twitch, Kick, and Facebook supporters. Don't forget to give me a like, follow, and a share. And big shout out to all my YouTube followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. Hey, tap in, tune in. Hey, man, we got what you want. We got what you need, man. Make sure y'all be y'all ass in the building every night, 9 p.m. Central Time. Like I say, every day of the strong, we got something going on. Peace, y'all.